Chapter 211. No crying until you enter the coffin. This bill is actually unnecessary, because with equal civilization levels, no one can stop anyone. If they don't want to stay in the outer layers, there's nothing the home planet can do about it. A row of Geladorians in robes stood opposite, and an old man with a beard in the middle stepped forward and shouted angrily. "You fools, that's only for planets with the same civilization level as our Galador star. Is Earth?" Chen Yu spread his hands, indicating for them to look at the wreckage of the warships he had destroyed. "Isn't it? You've lost more than 10,000 warships. Don't you believe Earth is a level 4 civilization yet?" The robed, bearded old man continued to scold. "Humph, within 1,000 light years, only our Galador star is a level 4 civilization. How could your Earth silently develop into a level 4 civilization? Do you think I'm stupid?" Chen Yu shook his head faintly. These Geladorian rulers, who had always been arrogant, were truly stubborn. "Alas, I originally wanted to talk to you nicely, but unfortunately, you wouldn't listen. Tell me, what other tricks do you have? Use them all. Since you don't believe it, I can only beat you until you do." "Ha ha ha, Earthling, you only have 2,000 warships left. What can you use to compare with our Galador star? As a level 4 civilization planet, we maintain a defensive fleet of more than 30,000 ships year-round. The number of warships we lost before isn't even a third of that, and now you are like fish on a chopping board." Chen Yu was speechless. He had guessed that the other party thought he only had the last 2,000 or so warships left. "Alas, since you want to die, I won't stop you. Show your trump cards. I hope you won't kneel down and beg for mercy later." After Chen Yu finished speaking, he cut off communication with the other party. "Brain, send out all attack ships, a full-scale attack, and wipe out all Geladorian defense forces. I want to occupy this planet. Only by sitting in the top seat of their highest council hall will those old stubborns be willing to talk to you properly. Damn it." "Received, Captain. The Universal No. 1 home class mothership has opened its loading bay doors." Immediately, dozens of huge hatches on both sides of the Universal No. 1 opened. More than 90,000 attack ships flew out in a dense swarm, like thousands of bees flying out of a hive. The shocking scene directly stunned the Geladorian rulers on the opposite side. When they looked at the dense dots already spread out on the holographic screen, everyone panicked. Based on the combat power of these Earth fleets before, they were almost on par with them, or even slightly stronger. Now, with over 90,000 warships, all the forces of Galador star combined are no match for them. How can they fight this? The Geladorian rulers looked dazed. Which level 4 civilization would do nothing and develop such a large fleet, fearing they have too much money to burn? Little did they know that Chen Yu's planet had not yet joined the Galactic Interstellar Federation. Nor did they have the mind to develop the entire planet, focusing solely on building underground bases and interstellar fleets. They also didn't do business with other planets because they hadn't joined the Interstellar Federation yet. In the eyes of the Geladorian rulers, producing high-tech products and selling weapons to lower-level civilization planets, and making money through trade between planets, was what a level 4 civilization planet should do. Because after joining the Galactic Interstellar Federation, their own safety is basically not threatened. How could they be like Earth, foolishly only knowing how to develop a fleet? Even if they are strong, would they dare to invade planets registered with the Galactic Interstellar Federation? Once they anger the 3 level 5 civilization overlord planets, no matter how powerful you are, they can use their fingers to reduce you to a lower dimension. In the classification of cosmic civilization levels, level 4 to level 5 is a huge threshold, a chasm-like existence. Between level 4 and level 5 civilizations, each level is a gap like a natural barrier. Just as Chen Yu's 90,000 attack ships were dispatched collectively, the communication request from the opposite side immediately came. "Heh, as expected, they are all guys who won't shed tears until they see the coffin. I, Chen Yu, keep my word. Destroy all the defensive forces of this planet first. Only then will they talk to me properly." "Okay, Captain, all attack ships are dispatched." Instantly, more than 90,000 attack ships rushed towards the opposite side like a tide. Overwhelming. The war lasted for less than 3 hours because the other side was defeated and their own side had a clear advantage. At that time, Glarstar's large ground-based energy cannons had also destroyed some of Chen Yu's attack ships. This time, Chen Yu directly locked on the opponent's ground attack targets in advance and wiped them out in one fell swoop. Inside the Geladorian Supreme Council Hall, a row of Geladorian rulers looked dejectedly at the attacks on various parts of the planet in the holographic screen. It's over, it's over. Our planet has been occupied, actually occupied by an unnamed planet. This is the shame of Galador Star for millions of years. The war ended, and Chen Yu only lost less than 10,000 attack ships. Now there are still more than 80,000 left, and these attack ships have already surrounded the entire Galador Star. After Chen Yu solved the defensive forces of Galador Star, he had the leisure to look at this Galador planet. The size seems to be a little smaller than Earth, with a diameter of about 10,000 kilometers, which is 2,000 kilometers less than Earth. But according to the data, the core of this planet contains a heavier metallic substance formed during the destruction of a star. So, although this planet is a little smaller than Earth, the gravity on the planet is 3 times that of Earth. The land area and ocean area of the entire planet are about the same, which means that even if Galador Star is smaller than Earth, they have more land for humans to survive on than Earth, because Earth's ocean area is too large. Overall, Galador Star is a beautiful planet. Generally, advanced civilizations pay more attention to the planetary environment. At least Galador Star's ecosystem is well maintained under human intervention. The air composition is similar to Earth's, but it contains more sulfurized substances, which is not suitable for ordinary Earthlings to breathe. But Chen Yu is a level 3 interstellar life form, and he can rely on absorbing cosmic energy to supply his body's energy even in the airless space. Inside the command room of the Universal No. 1 Home Class Mothership, Chen Yu said to the brain, "Contact their Supreme Council Hall. I especially want to see the faces of those people now." "Okay, Captain, contacting Galador Star, Supreme Council Hall." Chapter 212. The communication was successfully connected. Inside the command center of the Universal No. 1 Home Class Mothership, on the holographic screen, a row of Galador Star's rulers stood in fear. At this moment, no arrogance or contempt could be seen on their faces, only fear and disbelief. Chen Yu didn't speak, but with his hands behind his back, he looked at them teasingly. At this moment, the bearded elder in the middle of the opposite side said with a trembling voice, "We have witnessed your strength, Your Excellency. The combat power you possess is even stronger than our level 4 civilization. We are convinced." Chen Yu laughed. "I warned you before that I was only here to register my planet and had no intention of being your enemy, but you made things difficult in every possible way and even discriminated against my planet, targeting my fleet with the reception methods of a low-level civilization. This is the price you paid for your arrogance." Yes, 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 Your Excellency is right. We were too arrogant. Now, what do you want to do?" "Hehe," I said, "I'm here to register my planet. Also, as a level 4 civilization, I hope to receive the same treatment in the Milky Way Interstellar Federation as your planet." Your Excellency, you can only obtain the Interstellar Federation rating after people from the Interstellar Federation have conducted an on-site inspection. However, you can register your planet first, and the rating can be done later. Okay, you guys prepare to welcome me. I'm going to land on your planet." Okay, Your Excellency, we will definitely receive you with the highest standards." The communication was interrupted, and a smile appeared on the corner of Chen Yu's mouth. "It still comes down to who has the stronger fist, who has the right to speak. The old folks didn't deceive me." Chen Yu rested for a while. The remaining 80,000 attack ships almost surrounded the entire Galador Star. Chen Yu wasn't afraid of encountering danger when he went to their planet. At worst, he was also a peak interstellar stage 3 life form, and his self-preservation ability was already quite outstanding. There was also the level 7 civilization No. 1 mothership following him in the sky at all times. Chen Yu planned to take his 4 wives with him to visit this level 4 civilization planet. Inside the command center of the Universal No. 1 Home Class Mothership, Chen Yu said to his wives, "Let's go, I'll take you to see a level 4 civilization planet. Consider it a vacation." The wives were very happy, chattering and seeming very excited. The reason Chen Yu let them go together was also because his wife's strength had now increased. The lowest life level was an interstellar stage 2 life form. As for Little Clip, as a robot, she also had a combat power comparable to an interstellar stage 2 life form. Chen Yu took his wives into the No. 1 mothership, and he would travel to Galador Star in his most powerful spaceship. In front of the Galador Star Supreme Council Hall, a grand reception ceremony had already been arranged. When the Galador star rulers saw the level 7 civilization number 1 mothership appearing in the sky, they were all so surprised that they couldn't close their mouths. This spaceship must be an ordinary warship. What secrets does this planet called Earth have? The bearded old man, the ruler of Galador star, muttered to himself. Below the number 1 mothership, a beam of light shot down, and then the shadows of 5 people slowly appeared in the beam of light. The beam of light slowly disappeared, and Chen Yu appeared in the square with his 4 wives. The bearded elder led the Galador rulers and walked forward in surprise. I am Jelawan, the supreme ruler of Galador star, welcoming the guests from Earth. Chen Yu waved his hand and said. I am Chen Yu, the supreme ruler of Earth. So it's Mr. Chen Yu, please follow me to the council hall. We have prepared a grand welcome ceremony for you. Okay. Chen Yu wasn't afraid of the other party playing tricks. He was confident that the other party would never dare to make any small moves. Chen Yu took his wives into the Galador Star Supreme Council Hall. After the reception ceremony, it was time to talk business. Chen Yu stated his intention, which was to register Earth. The Galador Interstellar Federation office sent special registration staff. They went through various procedures for Chen Yu's Earth and reported them to the Milky Way Interstellar Federation headquarters in real time using quantum communication. Earth was equivalent to undergoing preliminary registration, and it still had to wait for the Milky Way Interstellar Federation to send people to Earth for on-site inspection. Only then could the true civilization level of Earth be determined. The evaluation direction was based on comprehensive considerations such as the planet's technological level, defense power, offensive power, and the average intelligence of the human race. Chen Yu was disappointed when he knew this. If evaluated in this way, Earth's technological level, defense power, and offensive power could definitely meet the requirements. However, the average intelligence of the human race would be difficult to meet. After all, there were too many idiots on Earth, such as those fools who initially thought Chen Yu was going to sell the spaceship. Fortunately, the average intelligence of the planet's human race occupied the lightest reference indicator in the rating. As long as the top group of people on the planet possessed high intelligence, they could basically pass. But nothing is absolute, and Chen Yu could probably guess that Earth's rating might not reach level 4 civilization. But mid-level 3 was definitely possible. The Interstellar Federation management fee that the main language needed to pay each year would be calculated and determined after assessing the rating level and investigating the planet's productivity. According to the rating rules, Chen Yu knew, if Earth was rated as mid-level 3, plus Earth's productivity, it would cost about 3 billion to 5 billion galaxy coins in management fees to the Interstellar Federation a year, which was a huge number. If Earth was rated as a level 4 civilization, it would pay 5 billion to 7 billion galaxy coins in management fees each year. This was almost several times that of Mesola's star and Cecilia's star. But Chen Yu wasn't worried about not being able to pay the protection fee. He was confident in building his own trade network. In the future, he would only earn more and more money. Besides, he currently had nearly 30 billion galaxy coins on him. Even if Earth did nothing, it could last for several years. Also, once Earth was rated as level 4, it would also have the management rights of the nearby 1000 light-year star field. Chen Yu could also demand a portion of the protection fee from the managed planets, which could greatly alleviate his pressure. After finishing the Earth registration, Chen Yu finally got to the main topic. He looked at Jelawan, the ruler of Galador star, respectfully. Your Excellency Jelawan, I actually have another purpose for coming to Galador star this time. Jelawan narrowed his eyes slightly, and then said after a moment. Please speak directly, Mr. Chen Yu. Okay. Chen Yu told Jelawan the last 6 kinds of rare elements he needed. Jelawan called the Minister of Planetary Resources, and after careful inquiry, the results he obtained excited Chen Yu. Galador star actually had all of these last 6 elements. Chapter 213. Chen Yu was secretly delighted. Now, the warp engine of his number 1 mothership could finally be repaired. Wouldn't that mean he could roam the entire universe freely, even leave the Milky Way and go to the Andromeda galaxy next door? Or even further into the deep space of the universe? And what about the original level 7 civilization, the human race, on the number 1 mothership? Where are they? If they came, could they help Earth solve the solar crisis? All of this depended on Chen Yu repairing the warp engine. Mr. Chen Yu, to be honest, although we have all the elements you need, these elements you want are the most precious things on our planet. This. Chen Yu's expression turned stern. Guy Wanfan, you targeted my fleet so much before, and I lost more than 10,000 spaceships. Aren't you going to make some compensation? I see 2 of your homeworld-class motherships in the outer spaceport. I think they're good, so take them as compensation. Just give me the spaceships. Guy Wanfan's heart was bleeding. Their Gallardo star only had 3 behemoth-level homeworld-class spaceships in total. Chen Yu had already snatched one away. Now, this shameless, brazen person was setting his sights on their last 2 homeworld-class motherships. Such a warship costs more than 20 billion galaxy coins. If they were to send these 2 spaceships out again, Gallardo Star would probably be paying for this loss for decades to come. Mr. Chen Yu, this is absolutely impossible. It's because of your previous impulsiveness. Why is it impossible? Our level 4 civilization's last 2 homeworld-class motherships are important guarantees for us to maintain peace within these 1,000 light years. If you take them away, how can we be the administrator planet within these 1,000 light years? Heh, that's your business. If you don't mind, it's not impossible for me to replace your position. You've also seen that I have even stronger strength than you. Guy Wanfan was speechless and even looked pale. But thinking that the only remaining rare elements on his planet would be given away, he was unwilling. Those elements were all raw materials for manufacturing large warp engines. Not only could each one be sold for a high price, but they were also needed to build his own homeworld-class motherships. Seeing Guy Wanfan continuing to make things difficult, Chen Yu prepared to continue threatening him. Since Mr. Guy Wanfan is unwilling, then let's talk about compensation. Release the control permissions for those 2 homeworld-class motherships. Mr. Chen Yu, don't push your luck. Even if we destroyed more than 10,000 of your ordinary attack ships, how much is that worth? Do you know how much one of our behemoth-level homeworld-class motherships is worth? Guy Wanfan, in this world, no, in the Milky Way, whether it's the Interstellar Federation or the Cosmic Federation, the ultimate say between planets is still determined by fists and strength. Even if I destroy your Gallardo star today, so what? Does the Milky Way Interstellar Federation dare to obliterate me? Even if a higher civilization comes to trouble me, I'm not afraid, because after I destroy you, I will gain the capital to despise the entire Milky Way Interstellar Federation. What is a level 5 civilization? I can destroy it with a snap of my fingers. What Chen Yu said was true. If he repaired the warp engine of the number 1 mothership, the AI would at least unlock level 5 civilization permissions for her. Then he wouldn't be afraid of these so-called level 5 dominator planets in the Milky Way. If he spent some more time finding those crew members of the number 1 mothership, and unlocked level 7 civilization permissions, then the Milky Way would be no different from a small planet, and he could destroy it with a wave of his hand. You. Fine, let me discuss it. Guy Wanfan left in anger. Chen Yu wasn't afraid of the other party playing tricks. He would just wait silently. Chen Yu simply walked out of the council hall, boarded the number 1 mothership, and took his wives to see the planet. Chen Yu found an undeveloped island in the middle of the ocean on Gallardo Star. The group came to the beach and started their vacation. Chen Yu took out a lounge chair and sat on the beach, looking at the ocean that was even bluer than Earth's. Ah, this is really good. The environment on this planet is even better than Earth's. In the future, when we have the strength, I will also find such an undeveloped planet and use it as our vacation paradise. Several wives wore bikinis and cheered. Chen Yu felt that he was the winner in life. And the number 1 mothership, which protected him in the sky at all times, was his lucky star and the greatest reliance for changing his destiny. After Chen Yu happily played on the island for 3 days, a prompt came from the AI in his mind. Captain, the ruler of Gallardo Star has sent a communication connection request. Okay, connect. In Chen Yu's mind, Guy Wanfan's low and dejected voice came. After these 3 days, the final discussion of the dozen or so ruling high-level officials of Gallardo Star. They had already discussed a final answer. Mr. Chen Yu, we have already discussed it. You can return to our Supreme Council Hall. Oh, good. I hope the result of your discussion is satisfactory to me. All right, then. Come over. Okay, you guys wait. I'll be right there. After interrupting the communication with Guy Wanfan, Chen Yu shouted to the wives who were playing and frolicking on the beach. Wives, the vacation is over. Get ready to go. The wives were still full of zest. Chen Yu finally played with them for a few more hours before boarding the number 1 mothership and heading straight for the Supreme Council Hall of Gallardo Star. This time, the square was solemn and quiet, as if their father had died. That was of course. Gallardo Star was going to bleed heavily. It would be strange if they could be happy. Chen Yu came to the council hall again. A row of Gallardo Star rulers had been waiting here for several hours. Although they were very unhappy, they didn't dare to show any expression on their faces. Guy Wanfan stood up and said to Chen Yu, "Mr. Chen Yu, after our consideration, we agree to your first request. We will give you those elements." "Hey, you should have agreed earlier. Why did you have to make us wait so long? But as compensation, after my Earth rises, I promise you one request. As long as it doesn't violate my principles or is too big of a matter, I can help you solve it once." Guy Wanfan smiled bitterly. "You are just a level 4 civilization at best. How can you help them with anything?" However, Guy Wanfan didn't expect that this promise made by Chen Yu would allow Gallardo Star to avoid a devastating disaster in the future. In the end, Chen Yu obtained the last 6 rare elements and finally collected the raw materials to repair the warp engine of the number 1 mothership. Now he was just waiting to return to Earth and then carry out the engine repair. When that time came, no matter how big the universe was, Chen Yu could fly freely. Chapter 214. After obtaining the last 6 types of raw materials for repairing the warp engine of mothership number 1, Chen Yu did not stay on planet Galador. He prepared to return to Earth immediately, and during the several months of flight back to Earth, Chen Yu planned to start repairing the warp engine of the Level 7 Civilization's mothership number 1 on the Huanyu number 1 home class mothership. Chen Yu had asked the AI and learned that after obtaining all the repair materials, how long would it take to repair the engine? The AI's answer was several months, which was exactly the time it would take him to return to Earth. 8 months later, Chen Yu's Huanyu number 1 home class mothership emerged from warp space. "Captain, after 8 months and 13 days, we have returned to the solar system. Haha, coming back this time feels different." The reason Chen Yu said this was that in the past 8 months, he and the AI together, operating the repair robots, they had completely repaired the warp engine of mothership number 1. However, the amount of strange energy matter collected from the edge of the black hole was relatively small, and that kind of energy matter was equivalent to the fuel of the warp engine. So the warp engine of mothership number 1 could not exert its maximum shuttle effect. The AI said disappointedly, "It's a bit slow, the maximum it can achieve is 10 million times the speed of light." Chen Yu was originally disappointed along with the AI, but when he heard it was 10 million times the speed of light, he was stunned. 10 million times the speed of light is slow? The Milky Way is only hundreds of thousands of light years in diameter, and at this speed, it wouldn't take a week to cross the entire Milky Way. Going to the Andromeda Galaxy, which is 2.54 million light-years away from the Milky Way, would only take 3 months. Planet Galador, which was 1,000 light-years away from Earth, would now only take 52 minutes for mothership number 1 to fly to. This is incredible. Chen Yu was almost bursting with excitement. Moreover, after repairing the warp engine, the AI directly opened up level 6 civilization permissions for Chen Yu. Just one step away from reaching level 7 civilization, which is the permission that can only be unlocked after finding the original crew of mothership number 1. When Chen Yu obtained level 6 civilization permissions, he was completely shocked by the technology inside. Because once surpassing level 5 civilization, many technologies related to the laws of time and space appeared. They were obscure and difficult to understand, and even though Chen Yu's brain development was close to 15%, there was still a large amount of knowledge that he couldn't even understand. AI, how much brain development do I need to reach to understand those level 6 civilization technologies? Captain, according to your current level of brain development, if you want to understand level 6 civilization knowledge about the laws of time and space, you need to reach at least 30% brain development. What? It needs to be that high? I haven't even reached half of that yet. Wouldn't giving me level 6 civilization permissions be useless? Of course not. Level 6 civilization also has some simple technologies that you can understand, and the spaceship has unlocked new weapons, as well as exploration systems and defense systems. Alright. There were a lot of things unlocked this time, so Chen Yu didn't look at them one by one, he would always take them out when he needed them. Because under strong sunlight exposure, humans will suffer from excessive radiation and develop cancer in a short period of time. Fortunately, there are medical pod hospitals all over Yangzia, and cancer is just a small matter for Yangzia. However, in a few years, it is estimated that the repair function of the medical pods will be difficult to deal with the serious radiation hazards to the human body. The Yangtze government has already begun to arrange for people to enter many underground cities one after another. Everyone who wants to enter the underground city in advance has already applied. Chen Yu plans to rest on Earth for a few years, using the level 6 civilization technology in his hands to comprehensively improve Earth's technology. Only in this way can he have no worries and go to the real depths of the universe, step out of the Milky Way to explore the ultimate mysteries of the universe. At this moment, in the solar system, there is a lonely level 4 civilization spaceship, traveling at a regular speed of 2,000 km per second. Flying towards a mysterious zone on the outer edge of the solar system. This is Trump and his group. They are heading to that place with a secret that the AI told them. But Trump and his group did not know that within the solar system, there were many detection devices installed by Chen Yu on asteroids. Their orbit had already been known to Chen Yu. But he just didn't know where they were going, he could only extend the orbit. The premise is that Trump and his level 4 civilization spaceship will not change their orbit midway. So Chen Yu was not in a hurry to chase them. At the current speed of Mothership number 1, catching up with them would be a matter of minutes. And now Chen Yu's detection technology is already at level 6 civilization, he can quickly locate Trump's spaceship within the solar system. Chen Yu wanted to see where the level 4 civilization spaceship that left Earth would eventually go. Next, Chen Yu would comprehensively improve the technological level of Earth. Especially the defense force, at least to the level of level 5 civilization. Within the Milky Way, the most powerful civilization planets are the 3 level 5 civilization planets. If he wants Earth to be safe after he leaves, he must also upgrade Earth to the level of level 5 civilization. And after Chen Yu looked at the technology library of level 5 civilization, he was still shocked. Even level 5 civilization is already considered a high-level civilization in the universe. It can rule a galaxy, such as the Milky Way. And level 5 civilization has already initially mastered the laws of time and space. There are already conceptual weapons, high-dimensional weapons, etc. For example, a dimensional weapon that is even more powerful than the two-way foil. The two-way foil reduces 3 dimensions to 2 dimensions. But this weapon reduces 3 dimensions to 0 dimensions, directly turning into nothingness, annihilated in the vast universe. Turning into dark energy and completely volatilizing, this weapon is called a dark bomb. A stellar-level dark bomb can erase all the planets in the solar system, including the Sun. From this universe space, even without a trace. It's just that the manufacturing difficulty of this dark bomb is extremely high, and it also requires some incredible raw materials that Chen Yu cannot find now. He can't build a large killer weapon, but Chen Yu can build some that look a little weaker, but relative to the weaker power, it's just a smaller coverage area. Such as the antimatter annihilation bomb, Chen Yu did not have permission to use it on Mothership number 1 before. Now the permissions have been unlocked, and even there are manufacturing techniques and blueprints. This antimatter annihilation bomb can instantly form an annihilation energy ball in a certain area. The material properties of the area covered by the energy circle will change, and 2 kinds of particles, one positive and one negative, will be formed. Once they meet, an annihilation reaction will occur instantly, returning to nothingness, which is similar to the dark dimension reduction bomb. As for the other level 5 civilization laser weapons, they are simply incomparable to those of the previous level 4 civilization. For example, Chen Yu found several kinds of lasers in the technology library. Such as the death laser, which is called a laser, but is actually an energy pulse that can compress the energy in the reactor to a high dimension. Then release it quickly in a short period of time, which is somewhat similar to Chen Yu's previous matrix attack. However, this kind of laser can be realized by one spaceship. A planet like Earth can be shattered with just one shot. Chen Yu also saw a terrifying weapon, the Death Star Ray. Chapter 215. The so-called Death Star Ray is the ability to gather the energy of a star and accumulate it into a single point. It can destroy a planet from hundreds of light years away. This is practically a walking gamma-ray burst. After looking at so many offensive weapons, Chen Yu also saw many defensive technologies. If Earth wants true security, it needs not only a powerful offense but also an indestructible defense. Otherwise, if someone launches a Death Star Ray like that, Earth would be finished before it could even react. Chen Yu is preparing to build a super shield for Earth. This is a technology mastered by a level 5 civilization. Chen Yu will build 24 interstellar defense stations in space and connect them all. They can form a regular hexahedron, and these defense stations can form a kind of spatial shield. Spaceships entering and exiting at ordinary times must open the shield to pass through. If they are not allowed, or are attacked. That energy will directly pass through the spatial equipment of the shield and be returned the same way it came. Of course, building these will take a long time, but fortunately, Chen Yu has plenty of time now. There is also a large labor force, and as for the materials needed for construction, most of them are available in the solar system. Except for special materials like the warp drive, almost everything else is available. Even if the solar system doesn't have it, Chen Yu's mothership number 1 can cross the entire galaxy in just over a week, so what materials can't he find? And so, 2 years passed. Earth has undergone earth-shaking changes. And just recently, the assessment personnel from the Milky Way Interstellar Federation are about to arrive on Earth. They were sent by the Interstellar Federation headquarters to assess the civilization level of Earth. Deep in the outer reaches of the solar system, Trump's Level 4 civilization spaceship finally began to decelerate. After spending more than 3 years flying, they are finally about to reach that mysterious location. At the same time, in the training room on the top floor of the Huanyu Technology Building, Chen Yu's eyes suddenly opened, shooting out 2 golden rays. After more than 2 years of unremitting training, he finally broke through the bottleneck a few months ago and advanced to the great perfection of the Interstellar Stage 3. Then, after injecting the intermediate gene modification fluid of a Level 7 civilization, Chen Yu successfully broke through to the Interstellar Stage 4 life form. Captain, we have detected that the spaceship that left Earth more than 3 years ago has begun to decelerate. Oh, have they reached their destination? According to the information returned by the probe, they will arrive at their destination in 1 day, with their relative speed reduced to 0. Hehe, that's good. Tomorrow morning, we'll give them a surprise. I want to see who's on that spaceship. Okay, Captain. Before the next day even arrived, the official Yoxia TV station broadcast a piece of news. It was about a large Asian country, which, due to the laziness of its people and economic reasons, could no longer afford to build subsequent underground shelters. They demanded that Yoxia be held responsible for this matter, condemning Yoxia for taking away a large amount of resources from the world. The country's remarks immediately gained the unanimous approval of several countries that could not afford to build underground shelters. Now, the solar radiation is getting stronger and stronger, and many of their citizens die every day. And they can't build shelters. Chen Yu has also built humanitarian shelters on various continents. But many people are not qualified to enter, and those who can't get in can't just wait to die. This commotion became a global event. Although Yoxia is strong, and Chen Yu is even stronger. But not rioting is also death, so why not riot? Maybe Huanyu Technology will build some free underground shelters for them out of humanitarianism. As a result, the official Yoxia severely criticized the most populous country in Asia. It was clear that their people were too lazy, the government could not mobilize them, and the domestic class solidification was serious. People of high castes already have the qualifications to enter shelters, so they are no longer willing to pay attention to those low-caste people. As a result, on the second day that Yoxia refused, the country broke out in civil war. The battles between the high castes and the low castes were all for the right to survive. Chen Yu originally wanted to take action himself to teach the country a lesson, but they started fighting internally first. Chen Yu simply didn't bother to care. Chen Yu couldn't stand the country's caste system anyway. It is basically hopeless for the people at the bottom to turn over, and the high castes can even arbitrarily beat, scold, and even take the lives of the low caste people. This inferior class system should be withdrawn from the stage of history. Chen Yu decided that after the country's internal conflicts were resolved, he would build a few underground shelters for those people. After all, they have too many people, and Chen Yu couldn't bear to watch them all die. As for the Huanyu colony, which is the former territory of the old United States, there was also internal unrest. Perhaps influenced by the situation in Asia. In the Huanyu colony, those with glib tongues, drug addicts, and those who rob and buy things for 0 yuan know that they have been abandoned. They will not be able to enter the underground shelters in the future. They started making trouble, killing people, and robbing everywhere, making the entire Huanyu colony fall into a state of panic. Chen Yu gave an order. The robot army was dispatched, and once anyone with a glib tongue violated the law and resisted, they would be bloodily suppressed. Those people are the dregs of society. They can't do anything, they only know how to take drugs and rob. What's the point of keeping such people? They waste food. In one round of cleaning, millions of people were eliminated and directly made into fertilizer in the newly built corpse factory. This immediately shocked hundreds of millions of people in the colony. This thunderous method immediately deterred some countries that also wanted to make trouble. Especially the several countries around Yaxia. They originally wanted to put collective pressure on Yaxia to take out some resources to help them. As a result, Yaxia and Huanyu technology turned out to be so tough. They immediately became discouraged. With the situation on Earth handled almost, Chen Yu boarded Mothership No. 1 early in the morning. He is going to the outer reaches of the solar system to see what that level 4 civilization spaceship is going there to do. AI brain, prepare to depart. Okay, Captain, locating the spaceship's position. Location successful. Mothership No. 1 will enter warp space and travel at a certain multiple of the speed of light. It is expected to arrive near the spaceship in 3 hours. Good. Chapter 216. Chen Yu's No. 1 mothership entered warp speed, heading straight for the outer reaches of the solar system. The No. 1 mothership didn't use its fastest warp speed because it wasn't necessary. After all, that level 4 civilization spaceship would also take some time to reach its destination. 3 hours later, Chen Yu's No. 1 mothership exited warp space. Captain, according to my detection, that level 4 civilization spaceship has finished decelerating and will stop 10,000 kilometers ahead. Chen Yu opened the sky screen, and at this time, the situation in all directions could be clearly seen. I'm a little puzzled. What is that spaceship doing here? This is all in the outer reaches of the solar system, close to the edge. Is there something here? Captain, I just used the neutron star positioning to check the location of this starfield. It's very close to the location where I fell 1,000 years ago. I don't know if they're here for that. Oh. That's interesting. I'd like to see what secrets are hidden here. About 2 more hours passed, and on the holographic screen in the command room of Chen Yu's No. 1 mothership, a small dot was approaching. Heh, they're here. At this moment, Trump was staring intently at the screen in the command room. Because they were about to reach their destination, but Trump, like Chen Yu, looked around but couldn't see anything. Then what's here? There's a wormhole here, a wormhole connecting to other star systems. As for how it was created, our planet's scientists never figured it out. Moreover, once a spaceship from the other side is sucked into this world by the wormhole, it will lose all control. We're here hoping that a level 5 civilization or even a higher civilization spaceship will come out of the wormhole. Wormhole? Higher civilization. Then why is there nothing here? Don't worry, we need to be patient. We'll talk about it when we actually get there. Alright then. Trump ended his communication with the level 4 civilization's alien AI. At this moment, in the command room of the No. 1 mothership, Chen Yu could already see the other party's spaceship. Although it was black, similar to the color of the universe's background, it appeared very bright through the glass of the No. 1 mothership's command room. The AI must have processed the color of the other party's spaceship. Chen Yu saw that the other party was a small spaceship about several hundred meters long, but it was already quite large compared to Earth. Heh, what are they doing here with just this thing? Captain, should we reveal ourselves and communicate with them? The No. 1 mothership was currently in stealth mode. Wait and see what they do after they stop. Inside the level 4 civilization spaceship. We've finally reached our destination. According to the starfield location, the wormhole is 10,000 kilometers ahead of us, but we can't see anything now. It hasn't appeared. All we have to do now is wait. Trump wanted to curse. They actually had to wait. How long would they have to wait? Inside the No. 1 mothership. Captain, they've stopped. Okay, let's wait and see what they're going to do. This wait lasted 3 days. Chen Yu was getting impatient. Damn it, what are they doing here? Are they just here to look at the stars? Chen Yu had been waiting for 3 consecutive days and was already impatient. He was ready to reveal himself. He wanted to personally ask the people in the spaceship what their purpose was in coming here. So, the No. 1 mothership slowly deactivated its stealth mode, and the identification information was released as well. The moment the No. 1 mothership appeared, Trump's level 4 civilization spaceship immediately detected Chen Yu's No. 1 mothership. In the command room, Trump looked at the approaching, faintly visible spaceship and widened his eyes. Ah, it's here, it's here. We've finally waited for an alien spaceship passing through the wormhole. In the command room, including Trump and several scientists, were extremely excited. Mr. Trump, it seems that this level 4 civilization AI didn't lie to us. Just as Trump and the scientists were happy, the voice of the Level 4 Civilization AI sounded in the command room. What are you happy about? That's not a spaceship from the other side of the wormhole. That's Chen Yu's spaceship. The AI's words instantly silenced Trump and the scientists. Trump looked at the spaceship in disbelief. The other party requests to communicate with us. A connection has been established. Chen Yu's voice echoed in the command room of the Level 4 Civilization's spaceship. Hello, I'm Chen Yu. Please state your identities. I've been following you here, but I'm very curious. You've been here for 3 days. What are you waiting for? When Trump heard Chen Yu's voice, he trembled all over. He had seen Chen Yu's strength over the years. Now, he had flown for more than 3 years to reach this place. The other party could come here in an instant. This was the difference. A scientist looked at Trump, seemingly asking him how to respond. After a long silence, Trump took a breath. Mr. Chen Yu, I am Sugar Bean Trump. In the command room of the No. 1 mothership, Chen Yu was also quite surprised to hear this name. This was a big figure. In previous years, he was the ruler of the current Universal Colony. After establishing the Universal Colony, Chen Yu rarely paid attention to the matters there. He didn't expect that this former big shot had lived to this day and obtained such an opportunity. Oh. So it's Mr. Trump, it's a pleasure to meet you. I wonder, what exactly are you here for? Trump gritted his teeth. He didn't want to tell Chen Yu this secret. There was a wormhole here. Once opened, it was possible for spaceships from unknown star systems to be dragged into it. Once he obtained a spaceship from a higher civilization, he might be able to repair the spaceship and gain control of it, thereby defeating Chen Yu. But Trump couldn't say it. Mr. Chen Yu, we are just here to conduct scientific research. Chen Yu laughed when he heard this. Ha ha ha, Mr. Trump, do you think I'm a 3-year-old child? You spent a lot of effort to build a Level 4 civilization spaceship, and then you spent more than 3 years flying here. You're telling me you're here for scientific research? Moreover, what's the use of your scientific research? Trump was speechless. He couldn't find an excuse. Chen Yu continued. Heh, actually, even if you don't say it, I know. You're here for a wormhole, right? Trump's face was immediately filled with shock. He thought that only he and the Level 4 Civilization AI knew. He didn't expect Chen Yu to say the truth in one go. Trump asked curiously. Mr. Chen, how did you know? Chen Yu didn't hide it. Heh, it's not a secret. Do you know why so many alien spaceship wrecks appear on Earth? It's likely related to this abnormal wormhole. So, don't think I'm a fool. Your purpose is to come here and try your luck, hoping to obtain a spaceship stronger than mine. Trump was momentarily speechless when Chen Yu revealed his intentions. Inside the command center of Mothership 1. The AI asked Chen Yu. Captain, what should we do with this spaceship? Humph, these remnants of the old Americans are quite ambitious, always fantasizing about gaining powerful strength to overthrow me. Just blast them to smithereens. Then there will be no more resistance on Earth. Understood, Captain. The standard laser pulse cannons of Mothership 1 slowly began to target Trump's Level 4 Civilization spaceship. Inside the command center of the Level 4 Civilization spaceship, red lights flashed everywhere, accompanied by piercing alarms. Warning, warning, spaceship is being locked on, spaceship is being locked on, we cannot withstand their attack. Trump looked at Chen Yu's spaceship across from him in despair. Am I going to die? I'm really not willing to accept this. So many years of planning, I thought I could succeed, but I never imagined it would end like this. In the command center, the scientists following Trump were jumping up and down in panic. Facing death, they were terrified. One scientist roared at the command console. AI system, escape quickly. Are we just going to watch them destroy us? The AI system's voice sounded. Where can we escape to? Can we even escape? The opponent's strength is beyond my comprehension. The group of scientists fell into complete despair. Trump reached out and loosened his red tie, preparing to face death calmly. But at that moment, Trump saw the space in front of Chen Yu's ship distorting. No, it wasn't Chen Yu's ship that was distorting, but a wormhole that had appeared in front of his own ship. Trump's eyes lit up. AI system, is that the wormhole we've been looking for? I am detecting it now. Yes, a wormhole has appeared, and it's just beginning. Good, let's fly into it. The other side of the wormhole is an unknown world. We are very likely to end up on the edge of the universe. Have you thought this through? Ha ha ha, no matter where we end up, can it be more dangerous than now? Trump laughed wildly. The group of scientists behind him looked at each other, then nodded heavily. That's right, if they didn't leave now, they would be destroyed by Chen Yu. If they rushed in, no matter where they went, they could live a little longer. Okay, let's enter the wormhole. Trump took one last look in the direction of the sun. From this position, the sun looked smaller than a soybean. Solar system, goodbye. But one day, I will definitely return. After Trump finished speaking, the Level 4 civilization spaceship zoomed into the forming space wormhole. In the command center of Mothership 1 on the other side, Chen Yu watched this scene in its entirety. That's really Trump's personality. He decisively chose to rush into the wormhole. By the way, AI, can you detect where the wormhole leads to? Captain, the exploration signals I sent out cannot be transmitted back. There are strong space-time distortions inside. This wormhole is very strange. Even my civilization database doesn't have any records of this kind of wormhole. It is difficult for me to determine whether it is a man-made wormhole or a naturally formed wormhole in the universe, and I cannot determine where the other side of the wormhole leads to. Chen Yu fell into deep thought. He would never rashly enter without knowing what was on the other side. Let's place some detection equipment here. Understood, Captain. Subsequently, Mothership 1 released hundreds of detection devices. They would be fixed in this starfield to monitor and detect the wormhole in real time. Even if Chen Yu returned to Earth or went to a place further away, he could still keep track of the situation here. If something flew out of the wormhole, Chen Yu would know immediately. The wormhole came and went quickly, disappearing only a dozen minutes after it appeared. This space returned to calm again, with boundless darkness and silence shrouding it. Chen Yu never imagined that he would meet Trump again in the depths of space in the future, and Trump would have changed greatly by then. Inside the command center of Mothership 1. I suppose Trump and his spaceship have been teleported to some unknown place. The threat to Earth should no longer exist. Let's go back. Captain, the probes we released earlier detected something unusual 600,000 kilometers away. Oh. What unusual things? It should be the wreckage of alien spaceships that do not belong to the solar system. Interesting, let's go take a look. Understood, Captain. Subsequently, Mothership 1 spent a few minutes arriving hundreds of thousands of kilometers away. When Chen Yu saw what was in front of him, he couldn't help but be surprised. Because the area was densely packed with alien spaceship wreckage. AI, determine the civilization level of these spaceships. Understood, Captain, the determination is complete. These are the wreckage of spaceships built by a Level 5 civilization planet. Oh, it seems that Trump, they came for these things, but these wrecks came out of the wormhole, and somehow, slowly moved to this place. Objects in the universe move with invisible gravitational fields or some original acceleration. And these spaceship wrecks were obviously from that wormhole. AI, is it worth collecting these wrecks? According to the detection, there are dozens of warships among them with intact exteriors and repair value, but with your current technology, Captain, building such spaceships is not difficult. So you mean there is no need to collect this kind of garbage? Pretty much. By the way, are there any life forms inside those intact spaceships? No signals of life fluctuations have been detected in this wreckage for the time being. Chen Yu was puzzled. Why are the people or life forms inside these alien spaceships that came from the wormhole gone? Even his own Mothership 1 was like that. Their crew should have disappeared in the same way. Chen Yu couldn't figure it out now. After solving all the problems on Earth, he would fill up the black hole singular energy material of the warp drive. At that time, Mothership 1 could travel at hundreds of millions of times the speed of light. Then he could enter this wormhole to take a look, even if he was teleported billions of light years away. Chen Yu could rely on his own abilities to return to Earth. Since there is nothing else here, let's return to Earth. But before we leave, AI, fire lasers to destroy all the intact spaceships in the wreckage, so that no one will come here in the future, control and repair these spaceships, and pose a danger to Earth. Understood, Captain. Subsequently, Chen Yu saw dozens of lasers accurately hitting those warships with slightly intact exteriors. After doing all this, Chen Yu ordered. Depart, return to Earth. Understood, Captain. just received news from Earth that the envoy from the Milky Way Interstellar Federation headquarters to assess Earth's civilization level has arrived. Oh, good, let's go back and welcome them. Chapter 217. The number 1 mothership returned to Earth, this time at an even faster speed, taking less than an hour. Captain, the shuttle of the Galactic Interstellar Federation headquarters evaluation team has docked at the Universal Technology Park's apron. Okay, I'll go and receive them now. Chen Yu arrived at the huge reception hall of the Universal Technology building. He already saw several humanoids in black uniforms, with appearances very similar to Earthlings. However, their heads were noticeably larger than those of Earthlings. Previously, it was Solara who was receiving these envoys from the Galactic Interstellar Federation. Seeing Chen Yu enter the reception hall, Solara stepped forward to introduce the two parties. Envoys from Norden, this is Mr. Chen Yu, the ruler of our Earth. Chen Yu reached out to these envoys respectfully. Hello, I am Chen Yu, the ruler of Earth. In the middle of the Norden envoys, the tallest man reached out and shook hands with Chen Yu, saying in the galactic common language. Hello, I am Noel, the leader of the evaluation team from Norden, the managing planet of the 3 major level 5 civilizations in the Milky Way. Our Norden is also the main sequence star in charge of all the planets in the Orion arm of the Milky Way. Chen Yu was amazed. Managing the entire Orion arm of the Milky Way, that's an arm tens of thousands of light years long. It contains countless stars, and who knows how many civilizations. It is indeed a powerful planet. Hello. Chen Yu quickly showed his goodwill. He didn't have the capital to offend a level 5 civilization yet. Moreover, he still needed to successfully register and rate Earth so that it could join the galactic WTO and realize interstellar trade. Only in this way could he earn enough galactic currency to completely develop Earth, strengthen himself, and then conquer the entire galaxy. Mr. Chen Yu, let me tell you about our evaluation process. We will examine Earth's technology, the average intelligence of the human race, the level of cutting-edge technology, the intelligence of elite humans, defense capabilities, offensive capabilities, planetary resources, the stability of stars and planetary orbits, and so on. Noel explained to Chen Yu. Chen Yu listened attentively. Okay, Mr. Noel, I imagine you and your team are tired from your long journey to Earth. How about taking a rest first? We will provide you with the most grand and courteous reception on Earth. Chen Yu's politeness also made Noel and the others feel comfortable. They did not consider themselves to be a level 5 civilization and look down on any planet below their level. Later that evening, Chen Yu arranged the most grand and spectacular open-air performance. With the support of the entire Yangtze, the National Performing Arts Association arranged a nationally renowned dance troupe to perform for the aliens. The dinner was fully prepared by the chefs of the Yangtze State Banquet. Those level 5 civilization evaluation team members could also see Earth's sincerity. Especially Noel, who praised the Earth's cuisine endlessly. At a long table, Noel and Chen Yu sat together. Mr. Chen Yu, your Earth is truly a wonderful planet. Especially this cuisine, I have never seen a planet with so many varieties. It's simply too delicious. Ha ha ha, as long as Mr. Noel likes it, you can come to Earth for tourism often in the future. I guarantee that as long as you, Mr. Noel, and your family come to Earth for tourism, all expenses will be waived. Noel laughed heartily. Ha ha ha, you really know how to treat people. Chen Yu smiled and lifted a bottle of liquid from below, placing it in front of Noel. Noel asked. Mr. Chen, what is this? Hee, Mr. Noel, we are having such a delightful time today, how can we not have a drink? This is a kind of celebratory drink on our Earth, called Mao Tai wine. When good friends gather, to enhance feelings, and to welcome distinguished guests, we must drink some of this. Noel's eyes lit up as he smelled the wine. After pouring the wine, Chen Yu handed a glass to Noel. Chen Yu also raised a glass of wine. Come, Mr. Noel, I'll toast you. Chapter 218. Noel also imitated Chen Yu, picking up the glass of wine. Chen Yu took the initiative to clink glasses with Noel, then drained his drink. Noel followed suit, pouring the wine into his mouth. Because the people of Northern Star have heads slightly larger than Earthlings, their mouths are also larger. Fortunately, it didn't exceed the range of being comical. It was still within a relatively coordinated range, just looking a bit cartoonish. When the wine entered Noel's mouth, the stimulation of the alcohol on the tip of his tongue, and the lingering fragrance in his mouth. Swallowing it into his stomach, the heat coming from his throat made Noel fall in love with this feeling instantly. Noel felt a pleasure coming from the depths of his soul. This drink actually had such an effect, deeply stimulating his nerves. Noel closed his eyes, savoring it for a minute before slowly opening them. He looked at Chen Yu with tears in his eyes, excitedly saying. More than an hour later, Noel's head swayed, and he held his glass in his hand, exclaiming in shock. Wonderful! 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 Mr. Chen Yu, is the kind of pleasant sensation on the nerves you mentioned this very moment? Yes. Chen Yu put his arm around Noel's shoulder, like long-lost friends. This is the meaning of drinking. Chen Yu deliberately arranged this reception method to let these aliens experience the Earth's wine culture. After everyone drinks and becomes like brothers, wouldn't you give me face and evaluate Earth well and smoothly? Chen Yu used the ways of the world on Earth to deal with aliens. Sure enough, after Chen Yu's reception dinner, Noel's team went to various parts of the Earth every day for assessment. But they would come to Chen Yu for a drink every night. About a month later, Noel and his team completed all the assessments. Originally, the technological level of the Earth, as revealed, was the technology in universal technology, around level 4 civilization. The average human intelligence and brain development level were relatively low, not even reaching level 1 civilization. However, when Noel tested the intelligence of Chen Yu and his wives, the top human beings on Earth, it had reached the threshold of level 4 civilization. Not to mention the defensive and offensive power, it had definitely reached the level of a level 4 civilization planet. However, the Earth received low scores for the planet's environment and the star's stability. Mainly the stability of the star. As soon as Noel arrived, he discovered that the solar radiation on Earth exceeded the standard, which was very harmful to the Earth's human race. Of course, as a level 5 civilization human, Noel himself was an interstellar stage 2 mid-term life form. Naturally, he was not afraid of the current radiation level of the Sun. According to the formal evaluation process, the average score of Earth's various evaluations would be. It was difficult to reach level 4 civilization, but unfortunately, Chen Yu and Noel got along very well during this month. Chen Yu accompanied them to drink and chat every night, talking about his expectations for the future of the Earth, which made Noel very optimistic about the Earth. So, the Earth, which could only be evaluated as a level 3.5 civilization, was unprecedentedly evaluated by Noel as a level 4 civilization. It can jointly manage the nearby 1,000 light-year star field with Galador star. However, the management fee paid to the Galactic Interstellar Federation every year is also sky-high. It is necessary to pay 8 billion galaxy coins to their Northern star every year. Moreover, this management fee will also fluctuate, and will change according to the trade volume and GDP of the Earth after joining the Interstellar Federation. It means that the more you earn, the more you pay. Chen Yu doesn't care. What he needs is the opportunity to make money. With more galaxy coins, he can easily establish a force above the 3 level 5 civilizations in the galaxy. On the huge apron of Universal Technology Park, Chen Yu is saying goodbye to Noel and his assessment team. Mr. Chen Yu, I hope that when we meet next time, your planet will be even stronger. Noel said with a smile. Chen Yu waved his hand, and several robots carried a huge box, weighing at least several tons. Hehe, then thank you for Mr. Noel's help. These are some specialties of my Earth. I hope Mr. Noel can accept them. Chapter 219. Noel didn't need to think, most of it was definitely Mutai liquor. In this month or so, Noel also learned about Chen Yu's idea to sell this liquor to other planets in the Milky Way. A bottle of Mutai, priced at 1,000 galaxy credits, was a luxury item. These several tons of Mutai could fetch at least tens of millions of galaxy credits, which was equivalent to a gift for Noel. Seeing Chen Yu being so astute, Noel became even more optimistic about him. Ha ha ha, Mr. Chen Yu, you Earthlings are indeed very good at getting along with people. Hehe, thank you, Mr. Noel, and your team, for your care this past month. In the future, you will definitely get your share of the benefits. Noel and Chen Yu smiled at each other. Watching Noel's small shuttle slowly ascend into the sky and finally disappear into the horizon, Chen Yu's lips curled up. Now that Earth has truly joined the Milky Way Interstellar Federation, Earth will truly rise next. Another 5 years passed, and the solar radiation had exceeded the critical point that humans could withstand. Yangtze's major cities had already begun to orderly arrange for people to enter underground shelters. Those who had entered the shelters a few years earlier had already fully adapted. With their promotion, the people on the surface had no worries. Because life below was no different from the surface, with blue skies, white clouds, sunny beaches, and forests. It was just a little more crowded than the surface. Yangtze presented a harmonious scene, but in other countries, it was completely different. Even developed European countries had 20% of their people unable to enter underground, and only death awaited them. And other third world countries, some populous countries in South Asia, including India, etc. Internal conflicts were extremely sharp, especially in India, where a war against the higher castes had previously broken out. But the national military power was in the hands of the higher castes. They fought for 5 years, and more than half of the higher castes died. More lower caste people died, and a total of 1/3 of the lives in India died in this 5-year war. This led to the fact that in these 5 years, they did not build a new shelter, and even destroyed 2 shelters that had already been built. This resulted in only 3 complete shelters in the entire India, which could only accommodate about 30 million people. Chen Yu's assessment of the country was that they deserved it. First of all, the caste system was a backward system, and the people were lazy and ignorant. To end up in such a situation was also self-inflicted. Chen Yu didn't want to care about them at all. Wars also broke out in other countries with fewer shelters. Chen Yu finally saw clearly the greed of human nature. Many national leaders even prevented some civilians from entering the shelters, even if they could accommodate those people, they were rejected. This was so that those rich people and high-ranking officials could enjoy more material things and more living space underground. Chen Yu had no intention of caring about them. Human nature is dark everywhere. As for the Huanyu colony, fortunately, due to the suppression of those glib-tongued people in recent years, those social dregs had basically disappeared. Finally, based on the contribution of those people to Huanyu's popularity over the years, people were orderly allocated to enter the underground. But there were still half of the people who would be abandoned, which was something Chen Yu couldn't do anything about. Even if they were waiting to die, those people did not dare to rebel, because rebelling would lead to immediate death. If they did not rebel, the Huanyu colony would continue to operate on the surface until the last person died, and they might be able to live for a few more years. After Chen Yu joined the Galactic Interstellar Federation, he began doing business with planets within 1,000 light-years nearby. And Chen Yu's Huanyu factory did not need to be built underground, because most of the people working for him were robots. With fewer humans on the ground, Chen Yu's factory could be built super large. Of course, there were also factories underground, and the workers were Earthlings. In Chen Yu's giant space warship factory, 3rd level and 4th level civilization home-class motherships, Chen Yu could build a dozen or 20 of them a year. These kinds of spaceships could sell for hundreds of billions of galaxy credits each. Now the management fee that Earth needs to pay every year is as high as 50 billion galaxy credits. Some mid-stage 4th level civilizations in the center of the Milky Way can't even pay that much a year, which shows how fierce Earth's development is. Earth's 24 defense towers in space have also been built. As long as a 5th level civilization does not appear, Earth will be safe in the galaxy. On the surface of the Earth, there are also as many as 108 secret weapons, death dark matter rays. This is what Chen Yu spent 5 years building. It has the technology of a mid-stage 5th level civilization, but only Chen Yu knows that this is the last means of self-defense when Earth faces danger. This kind of death ray cannot find a spaceship in the Milky Way that can compete with it. Even if a fleet of 5th level civilizations comes, it can't do anything to Earth. After preparing all of this, Chen Yu was truly ready to embark on a journey, leave the Milky Way, and take a look. First go to the edge of the black hole to collect enough strange energy matter, which is equivalent to filling the warp engine with fuel. Then go find the former crew members on Mothership Number 1. Chapter 220. In the Huanyu underground city, Chen Yu designated the best piece of land, with beautiful scenery, for his parents. With no residents within several kilometers, it could be said they were super landowners and farmers, an extreme luxury in this underground city. Chen Yu's parents' new villa was built there. The family members were all gathered in the new villa. Chen Yu held his parents' hands and asked, "Dad, Mom, Xiajia, are you really not coming with me? I might not be back for many years this time." Chen Jiangguo and Xiao Shahen looked at their son with reluctance. Chen Jia grabbed Chen Yu's arm, unwilling to let go. "Brother, are you really leaving?" "That's right, Xiaoyu, Earth is already so powerful, why are you still going to space?" Chenjia and Xiao Shahen asked. Mom, Xiajia, I have to go and complete some tasks, it's my mission. Xiao Shahen knew her son had secrets, otherwise how could he have risen to such prominence in these past 10 years? Alright, Xiaoyu, when you're out there, you must be careful. We will live well on Earth. Chen Yu was very gratified. His parents and younger sister had all been injected with the level 7 civilization's primary gene modification fluid. Their lifespan was at least 200 years, and if they took good care of their bodies, their lifespan would be even longer. As for his 4 wives, they would follow him into the deep space of the universe. After Chen Yu established a new order on Earth, he prepared to embark on his space journey. To ensure the safety of his parents and younger sister, Chen Yu arranged for some robots to protect them. He would also use quantum communication to constantly monitor the situation on Earth, ensuring everything was foolproof. As for the current defense capabilities of Earth, that goes without saying. There were hundreds of thousands of level 4 civilization attack ships alone, and Chen Yu had also built thousands of level 5 civilization escort ships in these past few years. Moreover, there were 24 defense towers that could form a hexagon, enveloping the Earth and intercepting attacks from level 5 civilizations. The Huanya factories on Earth were spread all over the globe, maintaining good trade relations with the civilized planets within 1,000 light years. After Chen Yu left, Cao Yuxin became the temporary manager of Huanya Technology. More than 10 years ago, she missed out on Chen Yu, causing her to not find a boyfriend even in her 30s. Finally, Chen Yu found her and gave her a primary gene modification fluid. He allowed her to regain her youth and let her manage Huanya Technology, continuing to do business with aliens. It was also so that Chen Yu could have someone help him handle some affairs on Earth after he left. Finally, all preparations were complete. Chen Yu embarked on his cosmic interstellar journey. His family members took the space elevator to the Earth spaceport to see Chen Yu off. This time, Chen Yu boarded the mothership number 1, taking with him the 30 level 7 civilization escort ships that originally belonged to mothership number 1. In the command room of mothership number 1, Chen Yu looked at the vast and boundless starry sky. AI, this time we are really going to step into space. I'll rename our mothership number 1. I think mothership number 1 is quite similar to the Millennium Falcon from a science fiction movie on Earth, so from now on, mothership number 1 will be called the Millennium Falcon. Okay, Captain, the super invincible cosmic mothership number 1 has been renamed the Millennium Falcon spaceship. Okay, Millennium Falcon, let's go. First, go to the nearest black hole to Earth, we're going to collect strange energy substances. Okay, Captain, the warp trajectory is being determined. The determination is successful. The Millennium Falcon will activate the warp engine. The black hole is 200 light years away. The Millennium Falcon will travel at the fastest speed of 10 million times the speed of light and will arrive in 11 minutes. Chen Yu's eyes widened. He still remembered the first time he went to that black hole, it took him almost a year, but now it only takes 11 minutes. This improvement is simply not a small amount. Before, he was crawling on the ground, but now he is sitting on a rocket flying. Everyone waved goodbye, and Cao Yuxin burst into tears. Chen Yu, I will definitely manage the Earth well for you, I'll wait for you to come back. 11 minutes later. The Millennium Falcon warp engine is turned off, the spaceship escapes the warp space, is decelerating, and has arrived near the black hole. Chen Yu only felt that he had arrived in an instant, spanning a full 200 light years. AI, this time we only have 30 escort ships on the spaceship. It will probably take a long time to collect strange energy substances together, right? Captain, you are overthinking it. This time, we will use the Millennium Falcon mothership to directly approach the edge of the black hole, which can maximize the collection of strange energy substances. Approaching the edge of the black hole, wouldn't we be interfered with by relativity, causing time displacement? Yes, it is possible that if we go in to collect the strange energy substance of the black hole for a day, the normal universe has passed several years or even more, which depends on the distance we actually approach the edge of the black hole. Chen Yu frowned, he was considering. Tell me, how much strange black hole energy substance do we still need? If we approach within 300,000 kilometers of the edge of the black hole, according to the size of this black hole, we can collect enough strange energy substance within 10 hours, and according to the mass of the black hole, I calculated that we will be displaced from the normal universe by 40 years, that is to say, we enter for 10 hours, and 40 years have passed on Earth. 40 years. Will my family miss me very much? Captain, if you don't want time to pass too quickly, my suggestion is that we can stay at about 500,000 kilometers from the edge of the black hole. Although the strange energy substance there is less, the impact of relativity is much smaller. Although we can't collect that much strange energy substance, it can further improve the traversal speed of the warp engine. We only need to spend 3 days collecting it, and only 3 years will pass outside. Chen Yu felt that this plan was reliable, because he didn't need to have such a fast traversal speed at all now. Okay, then let's collect strange energy substances at 500,000 kilometers on the periphery. Okay, Captain. Afterwards, the Millennium Falcon mothership flew directly towards the black hole. Looking at the huge accretion disk in front of him, and the boundless darkness in the middle, Chen Yu felt a sense of fear for no reason. His 4 wives also came to the command room. Looking at the black hole in front of them, they felt extremely shocked. Ayu, as far as I know, the closer we get to the black hole, the greater the impact of time displacement we will receive. How long are you planning to stay this time? Solala understood this better, so she asked. Chapter 221. I know that this time, we won't approach the edge of the black hole's event horizon. We'll only collect exotic energy matter 500,000 kilometers from the edge. If we get too close to the black hole's edge, the risk factor will increase exponentially, and there will be huge time distortions. I don't want to spend a day inside, come out, and find my parents gone, or even the Earth gone. Solara breathed a sigh of relief. Black holes are so amazing. I wonder what's inside. Could it be another world, or perhaps there are civilizations inside black holes, even higher dimensional civilizations, civilizations beyond our imagination? Solara exclaimed. Hat, I'd like to know too, but it's not something our brains can currently imagine. But I'm willing to fantasize. Maybe the inside of a black hole is the entrance to another universe. Then you might as well say that we are now living inside a black hole, and the edge of the black hole is the edge of the universe, just like a human cell. The cell nucleus will never know what the cell wall looks like. That's right, humans, the human race, are too insignificant. In the face of the vast universe, we are nothing. Perhaps, people of higher civilizations will know the answer. Then I will become one of those people of higher civilizations. Chen Yu was full of ambition. Finally, the Millennium Falcon mothership arrived 500,000 kilometers from the edge of the black hole. Looking at the black hole now, it was even more terrifying, as if it could swallow itself at any time. And this is just a super small black hole. What about those behemoth-level black holes or quasar-central black holes in the universe? Just one look at its edge would probably scare the average person to death. Captain, the Millennium Falcon has arrived 500,000 kilometers from the edge of the black hole and is opening the collection device. Opening successful. Collecting exotic energy matter. Good. By the way, Captain, you have now stepped into the early stage of a rank 4 interstellar life form, belonging to an intermediate life form. There is a large amount of exotic dark energy matter around the black hole. After you absorb it, it will greatly improve your strength. In these 3 days, I suggest you don't waste time and start your absorption training. When Chen Yu heard this, a look of surprise appeared on his face. Ha ha ha, good, AI. I'm going to the training room now. After Chen Yu explained the situation to his wives, he stepped into the training room. He was prepared not to waste any time. 3 days passed quickly. Captain, 3 days have passed. We have collected a portion of exotic energy matter and are now withdrawing from the edge of the black hole. Okay. The Millennium Falcon retreated to several million kilometers away. Captain, the Millennium Falcon has withdrawn from the black hole's influence range, and the time distortion has returned to 0. Chen Yu walked out of the training room. He had gained a lot in these 3 days, and the energy in his body was unusually full. He felt that it wouldn't be long before he could break through the bottleneck of the early stage of rank 4 and step into the threshold of the mid stage of rank 4. Chen Yu took a shower and asked the AI. By the way, how much exotic energy matter did we collect this time? Captain, all the exotic energy matter collected this time has been injected into the warp engine. According to the engine parameters, it can now achieve a warp speed of 50 million times the speed of light. Chen Yu was overjoyed. Ha ha ha, it's actually increased by 5 times. Even if we go to the Andromeda Galaxy now, it will only take less than 20 days. Ha ha ha, this is simply awesome. Chen Yu was excited for a while. He hadn't eaten anything in the training room for these 3 days. Although Chen Yu can now rely on absorbing cosmic bright energy and dark energy to maintain the basic energy metabolism of his body. But as a Yangzia person who regards food as heaven, he still likes delicious food the most. Arriving at the restaurant, Xiao Jiazi prepared a table of delicious dishes. Chen Yu called his wives and picked up his chopsticks to start eating. The original Millennium Falcon spaceship only had some elemental food that was similar to paste and excrement. Chen Yu only used those things as emergency food. As a Yangzia person who regards food as heaven, Chen Yu built a small ecological cycle system on the Millennium Falcon mothership. Although the Millennium Falcon mothership is only 1.2 kilometers long, 800 meters wide, and 300 meters high. Compared with the home world-class mothership, it is a small which compared to a big one, but this does not mean that the Millennium Falcon is small. The internal space is still very huge. You can also use the storage technology of level 7 civilization to keep food fresh and store it for hundreds of years. Chen Yu and his wives finished dinner, and he wanted to go to Kunster Star, which is more than a dozen light years away, to see. I remember many years ago, when I first came to the black hole to collect exotic energy matter, I went to the nearby intelligent planet during the year of waiting. That was a civilization planet transformed from insects. Chen Yu also enslaved them back then and helped them build tens of thousands of Kunster attack ships. Although they have all been eliminated now, this kindness cannot be forgotten. Chen Yu is going to take a look. AI, lock on to Kunster Star, let's go and see again after more than 10 years. Okay, Captain, Kunster Star has been locked on. The Millennium Falcon spaceship will enter warp space at a certain warp speed. Because the speed of the Millennium Falcon is too fast now, it is impossible to warp at full speed over a distance of more than a dozen light years. I can only reduce the warp speed, and finally it only took more than 10 minutes to come to the sky above Kunster Star. More than 10 years have passed, and the lights of Kunster Star seem to be brighter than before. There are also more spaceships in space. It seems that Chen Yu gave the Kunster people those shipyards after he left. Also, the pests and royal family members of their planet were also eliminated by Chen Yu when he left. Their planet has realized the era of great democracy, and its development must be many times faster than before. The arrival of Chen Yu's Millennium Falcon mothership did not deliberately hide its identification information. Soon, the Kunster Star Defense Fleet discovered Chen Yu's Millennium Falcon spaceship. The Kunster Star people are familiar with this spaceship. Back then, Chen Yu relied on this spaceship to enslave their entire planet. The Kunster Star Defense Fleet flew in front of Chen Yu's Millennium Falcon spaceship and formed 2 rows. Obviously, there was no intention of attacking, but rather an invitation. Sure enough, in the command room of the Millennium Falcon spaceship, the AI voice sounded. Captain, Kunster Star requests to talk to you. Okay, connect. As soon as it was connected, there was a sizzling sound inside. That was the voice of the highest ruler of Kunster Star, the Sky Envoy. However, he seemed to have forgotten to bring a translator, so what Chen Yu heard was the hissing sound of insects. Chen Yu put on a translator in his throat and roared. Sky Envoy, why are you yelling? Are you too excited and forgot that I can't understand your yelling? After a few hissing sounds on the other side, Chen Yu heard a rustling sound. Then the Sky Envoy's voice sounded again, and this time Chen Yu could understand it. Mr. Chen Yu, I am so excited that you can come to our Kunster Star again. I am so happy that I am at a loss. I came to the black hole more than a dozen light years away from you to do something, and I came to see how your planet is developing. Mr. Chen Yu, we have developed very well in these years, but... But what? Alas, let's meet and talk about it. This may be related to the life and death of our planet. Chapter 222. Chen Yu was puzzled. What exactly had happened to planet Kunst, and how did it involve the life and death of the planet? Without delay, Chen Yu instructed the AI to land the spaceship in front of the highest council hall on planet Kunst. At that moment, the Sky Envoy and a group of Kunst planet's high-ranking officials were already there to welcome Chen Yu's arrival. The spaceship slowly descended, and the lower hatch opened. Chen Yu led his 4 wives out of the spaceship. The Sky Envoy immediately stepped forward, seeing Chen Yu and the fair-skinned, beautiful human women beside him. He lowered his body deeply, appearing exceptionally humble and respectful. Mr. Chen Yu, esteemed guests, welcome to planet Kunst. Chen Yu waved his hand, indicating that the other party shouldn't be too constrained. Sky Envoy, no need for formalities. Take us into the council hall. Very well, please follow me. Chen Yu led his wives to the council hall, where he was arranged to sit in the highest seat. After Chen Yu sat down, he went straight to the point. Tell me, what is this matter you mentioned that concerns the life and death of your planet? The Sky Envoy's ashen insect-like face revealed a look of anxiety. Mr. Chen Yu, a level 3 civilization planet, located more than 400 light-years away from us, had their spaceship visit our planet more than 2 years ago. Chen Yu frowned and said. A level 3 civilization? As far as I know, your planet hasn't registered with the Milky Way Interstellar Federation yet, right? That's right. Our planet's civilization level is still relatively low, but in recent years, with the help of the shipbuilding factory and technology you left behind, we have already stepped into the threshold of level 2 civilization. Just as we were about to vigorously develop our planet, a level 3 civilization human spaceship appeared. They conducted a very domineering investigation of our planet, and afterwards, their captain asked us to prepare ourselves. Once they returned to their home planet, they would dispatch a fleet to carry out a transformation of our planet. Haha, your experience is quite similar to that of my planet. The transformation they speak of is not the kind of transformation you imagine. If I'm not mistaken, the next time they come, it will be to enslave and colonize you. Chen Yu's words made the Sky Envoy tremble all over. His dozen or so arms shook non-stop, which looked quite comical. Thank you so much, Mr. Chen Yu. I knew you wouldn't just sit by and do nothing. You are the benefactor of our planet Kunst. Chen Yu really wanted to pull the Sky Envoy up, but looking at the other party's disgusting appearance, like a prehistoric giant insect, he decided against it. Stand up for me. Don't always kneel down to me at every turn. I will help you. You are more than 400 light-years away from their planet. At their spaceship's speed, it will take at least a year to go back and forth, and then another 3 years to assemble a fleet and come over. Now that 2 years have passed, there's still 1 year left. I'll help you build a defensive fleet. When they come, annihilate them all. The Sky Envoy widened his round compound eyes, or perhaps it wasn't visible that they were widened, but that was the expression. Thank you so much, Mr. Chen Yu. Thank you so much. All right. Immediately summon your high-ranking officials for a meeting and designate the location for the shipbuilding factory. I will provide you with the technology. In this 1 year, gather all the strength of your planet. You will definitely be able to defeat that mere level 3 civilization. Good, good. Good, Mr. Chen Yu. Subsequently, the Sky Envoy summoned all the high-ranking officials of Planet Kunst to discuss the construction of the new shipbuilding factory. Chen Yu attended the entire process, giving them valuable advice. The plan was finalized that day, and the next day, the entire planet's strength was gathered to begin construction of the factory. The dozens of factories Chen Yu had left behind were upgraded on their original basis. Then, dozens of new large-scale shipbuilding factories were rebuilt. The Kunst people were very hard-working and complained little. In the past 10 years, without the oppression of the royal family, they had all lived a good life, and there was no more chaotic phenomenon of insects eating insects, because once it was discovered that someone was still cannibalizing their own kind, they would be caught and shot, resulting in the unusually good public security on Planet Kunst now. Also, the Kunst people are all evolved from insects. They naturally have more than a dozen arms, making their labor efficiency very high. A job that would require 2 or 3 humans to complete could be completed by one of them. Moreover, their physical strength and power are also greater than ordinary humans. The ordinary humans mentioned here are exemplified by Earthlings, the perverted humans of advanced civilizations don't count. In this way, 3 months passed, and the previous dozens of shipbuilding factories were all upgraded. 50 new level 3 civilization shipbuilding factories were also rebuilt. Chen Yu prepared to build 100,000 Kunst attack ships for Planet Kunst. They had that incomparably hard metal here, and in large quantities, so there was no worry about raw materials. Thus, Planet Kunst entered an era of global manufacturing. Chapter 223. Chen Yu, with his wives and the help of the Sky Messenger, found a seaside villa. The sun of Planet Kunst is a red dwarf star, and the planet is very close to this red dwarf star. Places directly exposed to sunlight are very hot, while areas in the shade can drop to 120 degrees Celsius. The environment of this planet is, in short, very harsh. However, with the full effort of the Sky Messengers, Chen Yu and his family were able to find a place with a suitable temperature and beautiful scenery. It used to be a royal resort, a seaside beach. Chen Yu stood on the beach, looking at the somewhat dim red dwarf star. The sea water also appeared grey, and in Chen Yu's opinion, the scenery was just so-so. However, in the eyes of the sky messengers and other Kunstians, this was the most beautiful place on their planet. Chen Yu was helpless and could only try to get used to it. The sky messengers built a huge villa for Chen Yu and his family by the sea, as Chen Yu's future home when he came to their planet. Chen Yu also lived a carefree life by the sea. Time flew by, and a year passed. Planet Kunst, gathering the power of the entire planet, finally built 100,000 Kunst attack ships. All of them were built with level 3 civilization technology, and their laser weapons could easily defeat the defenses of other level 3 civilization spaceships. Chen Yu was once again invited to the highest council hall of Planet Kunst. On the main seat, the Sky Messenger prostrated himself at Chen Yu's feet. Mr. Chen Yu, thank you so much. We spent a year finally completing the construction of 100,000 Kunst ships. Now we are no longer afraid of that level 3 civilization enslaving us. Chen Yu stretched out his leg and kicked the Sky Messenger. Get up, I don't like people kneeling to me. The Sky Messenger stood up, chuckling. According to my calculations, those level 3 civilization humans should be arriving soon. You should hide all 100,000 Kunst attack ships on the far side of the planet, and give them a fatal blow when those level 3 civilization spaceships arrive. Okay, Mr. Chen Yu. Just like that, another month passed, and the detectors of Planet Kunst in space sent back an alarm. Chen Yu immediately came to the highest council hall. Mr. Chen Yu, that level 3 civilization fleet is here. The Sky Messenger was extremely excited, although his expression didn't change much. But it could be seen from the way the few small legs or small hands on his abdomen were waving. Chen Yu stared at the 2 home-class motherships on the holographic screen, and they looked a bit familiar. Suddenly, Chen Yu slapped his forehead. This is freaking made by my Earth. It's just that the other party has modified them a bit, and the color of the exterior paint has also changed. It seems that this level 3 civilization planet bought the home-class motherships from Earth a few years ago. Chen Yu wanted to see which planet it was. After waiting for a short time, the communication connection request from the other party rang in the council hall. Mr. Chen Yu, they want to talk to us, what do you think? Chen Yu had a playful expression. Okay, then let's listen to what they have to say. Okay. The Sky Messenger waved his hand at the technical staff next to him, and then the communication was established. In the huge council hall, the voice of a human male sounded. They had been to Planet Kunst before and cracked the language here. So, the words of the human male in the communicator were in the Kunst language. It's just that Chen Yu had a translator on him, so he could completely understand. Lowly insects of Planet Kunst, we are the first colonial fleet from planet Cecilia, 430 light-years away from you. I am General Cecilia. This time, we are here to enslave you and colonize you. You better not resist, or you might live a little longer. When Chen Yu heard this name, his expression suddenly became strange. Damn it, the universe is so big, I can actually encounter such a coincidence. Planet Cecilia, isn't that the level 3 civilization planet that invaded Earth more than 10 years ago? I didn't expect that they would actually set their sights on Planet Kunst again. Since Earth joined the Milky Way Interstellar Federation, Chen Yu also knew the situation of some planets within 1,000 light-years. Chen Yu was very familiar with Planet Cecilia, after all, they had invaded Earth before. Also, the reason why they wanted to invade Earth was that their planet could not last for a few hundred years and was no longer suitable for human survival. That's why they were looking for life planets everywhere in the universe, preparing to colonize them. And the previous invasion of Earth was also led by this General Cecilia. It's just that after Chen Yu easily defeated him, and also paid huge sums of money in compensation, General Cecilia was dismissed when he went back. It is estimated that later, as Earth rose, their planet felt that General Cecilia should not have been wrong, but that Earth was too powerful, so they reinstated him. And now, he led the colonial fleet and found Planet Kunst. Chen Yu felt so familiar with General Cecilia's first sentence just now. When General Cecilia came to Earth, his first sentence was also, "Lowly Earthlings." It seems that General Cecilia's self-righteous personality has not changed at all. Chen Yu's laughter echoed in the highest council hall. It also passed through the communication device to the Level 3 Civilization Home-class mothership of Planet Cecilia. Chapter 224. At that moment, General Cecil in the command room heard a burst of laughter from the communicator. General Cecil felt inexplicably familiar with the laughter, but he couldn't recall where he had heard it before, no matter how hard he tried. Somewhat annoyed, General Cecil ordered the communications soldier to activate the holographic projection. He stood in the middle and roared into the communicator. "You lowly insectoids on the other side, we are the noble Tier 3 human civilization. Your planet is not registered with the Milky Way Interstellar Federation, and we now have the right to colonize you." Chen Yu saw General Cecil in the holographic projection, looking much the same as when he had invaded Earth before. With a wave of his hand, the Sky Lord understood and projected Chen Yu into the holographic image. "Ha ha ha, General Cecil, long time no see." Inside the command room of the Cecilia Star's home-class mothership, General Cecil saw a human figure appear on the holographic screen, with a large reptile standing respectfully behind him. General Cecil instinctively thought that another advanced human civilization had beaten him to the planet he had set his sights on. Now, Earth was at its zenith, even more powerful than Galador Star within a radius of 1,000 light-years. It could be said that Earth was the local tyrant within this 1,000 light-year diameter. Currently, Cecilia Star had to purchase a considerable amount of goods from Earth every year. Even the 2 home-class motherships he was on had been bought from Earth a few years ago for hundreds of billions of galaxy credits. In the command room, the other Cecilia Star people, upon seeing their general and the human youth on the other side, opened their mouths wide. They couldn't say a word, as if they had seen something terrifying. On the other side, in the Kunster Star's Supreme Council Hall, Chen Yu looked mockingly at the dumbfounded General Cecil in the holographic screen. "What? General Cecil, don't you recognize me anymore?" General Cecil then wiped the cold sweat from his forehead, his tone completely lacking the arrogance he had displayed earlier. He quickly put on a flattering smile. "Ah! It's Mr. Chen Yu. Why are you here? Could it be that you have already taken a liking to this planet? If so, then we will leave immediately and definitely won't compete with you." Chen Yu smiled and said. "Hee, no, I'm just here to take care of some matters nearby. The supreme ruler of this planet is my friend, that is, Mr. Sky Lord next to me." General Cecil widened his eyes, never expecting that Chen Yu could be friends with the lowly insectoids. "Mr. Chen Yu, we didn't investigate thoroughly beforehand. It turns out that Kunster Star and Earth are friendly planets. In that case, we absolutely dare not colonize Kunster Star. We hope Mr. Chen Yu can forgive us." Chen Yu waved his hand. The 100,000 Kunster attack ships lurking behind the planet surrounded the 2 Cecilia Star home-class motherships with lightning speed. Seeing the densely packed spaceships, General Cecil knelt directly in the image. The surrounding Cecilia Star people looked at their general with incomparable horror, actually kneeling to the other party. And the most shocked was the Sky Lord next to Chen Yu. Chen Yu could make the other party kneel down in fear without doing anything, which showed how strong Chen Yu's background was. The Sky Lord was glad that he had latched onto a thick thigh. "General Cecil, I don't want to do anything to you. I just want to show you that these are all Kunster Star's spaceships. If I weren't here today, they could have annihilated you 10 times over." General Cecil quickly kowtowed and said. "Thank you, Mr. Chen Yu. Thank you, Mr. Chen Yu. I will definitely explain the situation to our planet lord when I return this time. It is your benevolence that spared us. Humph, I also understand your planet's situation. I estimate that in a few hundred years, your planet will no longer be suitable for human habitation. If I encounter a suitable planet for survival during my space exploration, I can sell it to you." Cecil was overjoyed. "That would be extremely grateful, Mr. Chen Yu. By the way, since you're already here, then help Kunster Star and take them to register with the Milky Way Interstellar Federation." Cecil certainly didn't dare to disobey Chen Yu's orders. Okay. Finally, after ending the communication, the Sky Lord was already so shocked that he couldn't close his mouth. After finishing the matter on Kunster Star, Chen Yu was also preparing to leave here. His next stop was a beautiful planet that Chen Yu and his wives had long wanted to visit. And there were also acquaintances of Chen Yu there. Chapter 225. The planet Chen Yu was going to was precisely the planet of Big Cat Bro and Little Cat Sis, Giant Bird Star. It was 845 light-years away from Earth. If it were before, it would take Chen Yu several years to make a trip. Now, with the speed of the Millennium Falcon, full-speed travel only took less than 9 minutes. Excluding acceleration and deceleration time, it would be entirely possible to arrive within 20 minutes. Chen Yu stood in the command room of the Millennium Falcon and ordered the AI. AI, set off for Giant Bird Star. Okay, Captain, the starfield location of Giant Bird Star has been locked. The Millennium Falcon is activating its warp engine and is expected to travel at maximum speed, requiring a total time of 16 minutes. Chen Yu was quite satisfied with the current speed of the Millennium Falcon. Within the Milky Way, he could practically go wherever he wanted. A dozen minutes later, the Millennium Falcon emerged from warp space. Captain, we have arrived in near-Earth orbit of Giant Bird Star. This time, the AI controlled the Millennium Falcon to directly enter the near-Earth orbit of Giant Bird Star. At this moment, Chen Yu stood in front of the glass in the command room of the Millennium Falcon spaceship. What came into view was a huge blue-green planet. At first glance, it was much larger than Earth. AI, analyze the data of this planet. Okay, Captain, analyzing. Analysis successful. Giant Bird Star, diameter 33,000 kilometers, gravity 6 times that of Earth, land-to-sea ratio of 1 to 3, oxygen content in the air 30%, content of harmful gases to humans less than 0.1%, suitable for human respiration. Chen Yu was shocked at first sight of this planet. As little Katsis had said, Giant Bird Star was indeed a very beautiful planet. Looking at the environment of this planet from space, it felt very good. The visibility was exceptionally good, and the sea water was crystal blue without pollution. Captain, Giant Bird Star is sending a communication request. Do you want to connect? Connect. Okay, connection successful. After the communication was established, a voice sounded in the command room, speaking in the common language of the Milky Way. I am the defense commander of Giant Bird Star. Please release your identification information. We are an exploration ship from the Level 4 Civilization Earth. My name is Chen Yu. After Chen Yu finished speaking, the AI also synchronously released the identification information belonging to Earth's spaceship. As long as a spaceship is registered in the Star Alliance, it will synchronously obtain a copy of the registered planet's identification information. Soon, the defense system of Giant Bird Star had already identified the Millennium Falcon as a spaceship from a Star Alliance registered planet. After successful identification, the voice of the defense commander of Giant Bird Star sounded again. Welcome friends from Earth. Your spaceship belongs to a small to medium-sized exploration ship. You can dock at the spaceport on the ground. Please dock on our planet according to the guidance ship. Okay. Under the guidance of the guidance ship, the Millennium Falcon entered the atmosphere of Giant Bird Star and headed straight for the spaceship docking port on the ground. Chen Yu saw the guidance ship take his spaceship to a huge place like an airport. The surrounding buildings were very short and sturdy, perhaps like Graal Star. The gravity of Giant Bird Star was also relatively high, so the buildings had to be built a little sturdier to withstand the effects of such high gravity. Chen Yu stepped forward and said in surprise. Big cat bro, little cat sis. I didn't expect you to come so quickly. Big cat bro and little cat sis also walked forward happily. Little cat sis took the lead and said. Mr. Chen Yu, when a spaceship suddenly appeared in our near-Earth orbit, we knew it. When we heard you were Chen Yu and saw your spaceship, we set off to welcome you. Suro and Xiaoyueshu immediately rushed forward when they saw the furry little cat sis, grabbed her, and gave her a good petting. Chen Yu felt a little awkward seeing this scene, but little cat sis didn't feel uncomfortable at all and was happy to be petted by the two women. Big cat bro stepped forward and looked at Chen Yu gratefully. Mr. Chen Yu, I didn't expect you to come to our planet so soon. Thinking back to our farewell on Graal Star, it's only been a few years. Earth is more than 800 light-years away from us. I suppose the speed of your spaceship must have reached a new level. That's right. In the past, when I traveled, I would take a Homestead-class spaceship, but that thing was too slow. Now that my own spaceship has been successfully repaired, the speed has also become much faster. Mr. Chen Yu, I want to especially thank you for the technology you sold us back then. Now, our planet's civilization level has jumped from early level 2 to mid-level 2. Given us a few more decades, we should be able to break through to level 3 civilization. That's just great. I also haven't forgotten what little Katsis said, that your planet is very beautiful. Now I have to go to the deep space of the universe to do some things, so I came to see your planet by the way to see just how beautiful it is. I didn't expect that as soon as I came, I was really surprised. Haha, I will definitely take you to have a great time on our Giant Bird Star. Okay. That night, Chen Yu and his wives became the most honored guests on Giant Bird Star. At the banquet, Chen Yu realized that Big Cat Bro and Little Cat Sis's status was not ordinary. They were actually the children of the planet chief of Giant Bird Star, the ruling class of this planet. Thinking back to the brother and sister back then, carrying less than 2 billion galaxy coins that Giant Bird Star had saved over the years. They went to a level 3.5 civilization human planet alone, where they suffered cold looks and discrimination. The two siblings even huddled in the corner of the shuttle, afraid to stand with the humans, looking pitiful. It turned out that back on their own planet, the brother and sister were actually high-ranking princes and princesses. Thinking about it, the contrast was indeed a bit big. However, Big Cat Bro and Little Cat Sis were very respectful to Chen Yu's family. Chen Yu had helped their planet reach a new level. Those technologies back then could have been sold for 10 billion galaxy coins without any problem. In the end, Chen Yu sold them to them for 1.8 billion galaxy coins, which made Big Cat Bro and Little Cat Sis extremely grateful. After they returned to Giant Bird Star, they even built a statue for Chen Yu. Chen Yu's family was the benefactor of Giant Bird Star. At the banquet, Big Cat Bro sat with Chen Yu, while Little Cat Sis was surrounded by Chen Yu's 4 wives, showering her with care and warmth. The banquet was held outdoors, with some Giant Bird Star performances in the middle. Chen Yu really couldn't understand it. He only saw a group of owl people, all of them cute. They were running around the central square, seemingly with rules, but also seemingly without rules. They would try to jump up very high, and then flutter their degenerate wings, as if symbolizing flight. Unfortunately, their chubby bodies no longer allowed them to fly into the sky in an environment with 6 times the gravity of Earth. Mr. Chen Yu, this is our Giant Bird Star's welcoming ceremony. The people performing over there are top students from our Giant Bird Star Dance Academy. Aren't they dancing very well? Big Cat Bro and Chen Yu sat in the main seat directly above the square. Big Cat Bro pointed to the owl people dancing in the middle. Chapter 226. Chen Yu scratched his nose, feeling a little embarrassed, as those were indeed his true thoughts. What the hell is this? It's a chaotic mess. If you didn't tell me, I'd think it was just a bunch of chubby little kids flailing around. Haha, indeed not bad at all. I haven't seen such a refreshing and refined performance in a long time. It's truly beautiful, beautiful. Chen Yu said these insincere words, thinking that perhaps this kind of dance was considered very beautiful on Giant Bird Star. As the saying goes, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. One's own aesthetic sense should not be imposed on others. Ha ha ha, Mr. Chen Yu, we're glad you like it. At this moment, dishes began to be served on the table, and Chen Yu became even more interested in the cuisine of Giant Bird Star. He wondered what the owl people usually ate. One large bowl after another was brought up, and Chen Yu could recognize that several of them seemed to contain chunks of meat. Some were similar to beef, pork, and so on. Mr. Chen Yu, our planet also has a rich food culture, but it probably can't compare to your Earth. I hope you all enjoy it. Chen Yu could smell some meaty aromas, and he figured the taste should be good. Picking up the small knife next to him, Chen Yu cut off a piece of something resembling beef and put it in his mouth. After chewing a few times, Chen Yu nodded. Not bad, delicious. The meat is fresh, tender, and refreshing, not dry or greasy, with a moderate flavor and a primal meaty aroma. The texture is fantastic. Big Cat Bro, what kind of creature's flesh is this from your planet? Hehe, Mr. Chen Yu, we're glad you like it. This is the meat of a large livestock animal on our planet. These creatures are enormous and are the highest quality livestock on Giant Bird Star. Big Cat Bro waved his hand, and the screen across the plaza began to play a video of this livestock animal. The video showed a huge creature similar to a herbivorous brachiosaurus. Each one, estimated by Earth weight, was at least over 5 tons. Moreover, the raising conditions were very primitive and natural. In Earth terms, it was organic food, all natural, with no hormones added. Chen Yu ate several other kinds of meat, and the taste and texture were all good. Chen Yu also noticed that there were very few fruits and vegetables on Giant Bird Star, and he guessed that they mainly ate meat. However, Chen Yu felt that if these meats with excellent texture and taste were taken to a hot pot, with earth seasonings added, that would definitely be explosively delicious. Chen Yu decided that before leaving, he would definitely import a batch of this kind of meat. At least buy dozens of tons and store them in the Millennium Falcon mothership's food storage hold. Inside, there was 7th level civilization's preservation technology, which could maintain the meat's activity and freshness for hundreds of years. The banquet was almost over, and Chen Yu was full. At this time, Big Cat Bro said somewhat embarrassedly. Mr. Chen Yu, I have a request to make during your visit here. Chen Yu was a little surprised and said with a smile. Big Cat Bro, we are friends. Just say whatever it is. If I can help, I definitely will. Mr. Chen Yu, your home planet Earth is already a managing planet with comparable strength to Galador star within 1000 light years of us. However, we are too far away from Earth. We originally wanted to go to Earth to purchase some technology and spaceships, but unfortunately, our civilization is limited. It would take more than 10 years just to make one visit to Earth. Therefore, I would like Mr. Chen Yu to establish a processing plant on our planet. We can provide the funds. Chen Yu waved his hand, thinking that was all he wanted. No problem, we are friends. I'll build a 3rd level civilization shipbuilding factory for you. Big Cat Bro was almost frightened when he heard this. Chen Yu was offering something of this level right off the bat, a 3rd level civilization shipbuilding factory. Once built, wouldn't that make Giant Bird Star a 3rd level civilization by force? I wonder, Mr. Chen Yu, what is your price? Big Cat Bro knew that a 3rd level civilization factory, including the technology inside, was of immeasurable value, at least over 100 billion galaxy credits. Cough. It's okay, just give me 30% of the market price. If you don't have enough money, you can pay in installments. Big Cat Bro almost jumped up with excitement. The discount Chen Yu gave was simply too great. He felt like he had been struck by the goddess of luck. In the end, Chen Yu and Big Cat Bro agreed on a price of 30 billion galaxy credits to build a 3rd level civilization shipbuilding factory for them. However, Giant Bird Star had spent a lot of money on development in recent years, so Chen Yu arranged for him to pay in installments. 1 billion galaxy credits per year, to be paid off in 30 years. Chen Yu's family then began to travel and play on Giant Bird Star. This planet was so beautiful, full of spectacular scenery that was hard to see on Earth. The sunshine and beaches here were simply unmatched by Kunster Star. Chen Yu also transplanted many of this planet's plants to his own Millennium Falcon mothership's farm on Giant Bird Star. Chen Yu built a special breeding farm for several kinds of Giant Bird Star's agricultural livestock inside his spaceship's farm. Because those meats were simply too delicious, Chen Yu couldn't stop himself and prepared to bring these livestock back to Earth for breeding in the future. Moreover, these delicious meat livestock from Giant Bird Star not only tasted good, but they also grew quite quickly, with more advantages than Earth's pork, beef, and mutton. They also had more nutrients and were more suitable for human consumption. If these livestock crops were brought back to the shelters on Earth, they could solve a large part of the people's meat needs. And so, a month passed, and Chen Yu and his wives had almost played all over Giant Bird Star. Big Cat Bro had to supervise the construction of the 3rd level civilization shipbuilding factory, so he had Little Cat Sister accompany Chen Yu's family throughout. And after a month of construction, the shipbuilding factory was basically completed. This was thanks to the tens of thousands of construction robots on Chen Yu's Millennium Falcon mothership. If it were based on Giant Bird Star's own productivity, it would take at least 3 years to build this 3rd level civilization shipbuilding factory, in terms of individual labor. The owl people couldn't keep up with the insect people of Kunster Star, who had a dozen arms. Chen Yu felt that the insect people of Kunster Star were born to be workaholics, with outstanding labor power. One insect could top 5 owl people, and even top 10 earthlings. All good things must come to an end. The matter on Giant Bird Star came to a conclusion, and Chen Yu also prepared to leave with his wives. He was about to go to the depths of space, leave the Milky Way, and search for the former crew members of the Millennium Falcon exploration ship. Only then would the spaceship technology library be fully unlocked for Chen Yu. According to the AI's explanation, its former 7th level civilization crew members had most likely died. Chen Yu's current goal was to find out where they had gone. Especially those 7th level civilization humans, who had taken the most important things from the Millennium Falcon exploration ship when they left. Chen Yu had to find those things. Chapter 227. Parting is always sad. Chen Yu's 4 wives hugged Little Cat Girl tightly. Little Cat Girl, we will come back to see you. That's right, your planet is so beautiful. We'll definitely come again in the future. Suro and Xiaoyuesho said reluctantly. Big Cat led the entire ruling class of Giant Bird Planet to see Chen Yu off. Mr. Chen Yu, thank you so much for your help to our Giant Bird Planet. You are the eternal benefactor of our Giant Bird Planet. Big Cat, it's nothing. You and Little Cat Girl are my friends. I also hope you become stronger. There's still a long way to go. Yes, yes. Chen Yu took his wives into the Millennium Falcon mothership, under the watchful eyes of Big Cat, Little Cat Girl, and a group of Giant Bird Planet's upper echelons. The Millennium Falcon slowly ascended, then gradually disappeared into the sky. Mr. Chen Yu, Miss Suro, Miss Solala, Yueshu, Little Clip, take care. Be sure to come again in the future. Little Cat Girl shouted towards the sky, towards the place where the spaceship disappeared. Little Cat Girl, they will definitely come back to see us. Big Cat stepped forward and patted his sister's back to comfort her. In space, Chen Yu stood in the command room of the Millennium Falcon. AI, where are we going now? Do you know where your former crew members went? Captain, 5,000 years after I crashed on Earth, I last received a deep space quantum communication from our planet's crew. It was from a place 30 billion light-years away from Earth. Because the distance was too far, I can only calculate the approximate location. Chen Yu was shocked. It was actually a place 30 billion light-years away. How far was that? Even if the Millennium Falcon's warp speed can reach 50 million times the speed of light, 30 billion light-years would still require 600 years of full-speed travel. This is completely impossible. AI, the distance is too far, we can't go. Captain, have you forgotten? Isn't there a wormhole in the solar system? If I'm not mistaken, that wormhole can connect to a place 30 billion light-years away. If we go through that wormhole, we will immediately reach 30 billion light-years away. Chen Yu frowned and pondered. To be honest, he didn't dare to go in yet. Before he was strong enough, he felt a little apprehensive. AI, if we encounter a powerful civilization now, do we have the ability to deal with it? Also, if we go to 30 billion light-years away through the wormhole, can we still come back? Does the wormhole always connect to the same location? We don't have a definite answer to any of this. By the way, AI, you haven't told me where your home planet is. Why don't you use quantum communication to establish a communication link with your home planet? Can you tell me now? Captain, according to my permissions, I can't tell you yet. You must find my crew members before my permissions can tell you. However, I can reveal a little information to you in advance. My home planet is located in a very distant place. I have also tried to use quantum deep space broadcasting to contact my home planet, but in the end, I found that I couldn't connect at all. According to the star field positioning, I found that this is a completely unfamiliar universe. I have always had a guess that my planet is not in your universe at all, and there is more than just one universe. That is to say, 10,000 years ago, our spaceship was traveling in our original universe. For some reason, affected by your universe's wormhole, the spaceship fell into the wormhole and came to your universe. The warp engine was also damaged. My crew ejected from the wormhole space in a landing capsule at a certain location in the wormhole, and that location is 30 billion light-years away from this universe. The information revealed by the AI this time shocked Chen Yu too much. It turns out that the multiverse is not a guess, it may even be reality. Actually, there is a super dangerous celestial body in the universe called a quasar. The center is a supermassive black hole, which is constantly devouring the matter of the entire galaxy. Around it, there is the most exotic energy matter, and we don't need to go deep into the vicinity of its event horizon. We only need to collect enough exotic matter on the periphery. Okay, then let's go find a quasar. Unfortunately, the black hole at the center of the Milky Way has not reached the level of a quasar. The closest quasar to us is the center of the Virgo supercluster, 59 million light-years away, where there is a super black hole of immense mass. 59 million light-years is not too far. We can reach it in a little over a year. We can give it a try. Okay, Captain, but we must also be careful. The Virgo Galaxy Cluster also has an Interstellar Federation organization, and the Milky Way is a branch of the Virgo supercluster, and it is ruled by a peak level 5 civilization. Although civilizations above level 5 will not cause us any harm, there will be some trouble. Okay, but I have a better plan. Let's go to the center of the Milky Way first and visit a real level 5 civilization planet. They can definitely buy the materials to repair the warp engine. We'll buy enough, and then buy some materials to build level 7 civilization attack ships. After building more level 7 civilization weapons, we'll set off to the quasar at the center of the Virgo supercluster to collect exotic energy matter. Captain, you are indeed thoughtful. Then let's do that. Okay. Now that the plan was set, Chen Yu controlled the spaceship and headed towards the closest level 5 civilization planet in the center of the Milky Way. This level 5 civilization planet is an early level 5 civilization named Norden and is currently about 26,000 light-years away from Chen Yu's location. Captain, the warp orbit of the level 5 civilization Norden has been locked. The warp engine will be activated. At a distance of 26,000 light-years, the Millennium Falcon will travel at full speed at 50 million times the speed of light. The estimated time required is 5 hours. Okay, let's go. The spaceship's warp engine has been successfully activated, entering warp space, and continuing to penetrate deep into warp space, reaching 50 million times the speed of light. The warp orbit is stabilizing. Chapter 228. Approximately a few minutes later, the Millennium Falcon warped out of hyperspace. Captain, we have arrived at the star system where Norden is located. Chen Yu stood by the glass in the command room. As soon as he arrived at Norden's star system, he was shocked by the scene before him. This was completely different from Earth's solar system and the star systems of the planets Chen Yu had visited. This star system was actually a triple star system composed of 3 stars. According to a famous science fiction novel on Earth, triple star systems are difficult to maintain stability. But the 3 stars here were running in an orderly manner. Intelligent brain, analyze this triple star system. Why does it have a stable orbit? Okay, Captain, analyzing, analysis successful. Captain, Norden's triple star system belongs to a binary star rotation system composed of a central star with a large mass and a nearby star with a small mass. Then, tens of millions of kilometers away, there is a star with an even smaller mass, rotating around the 2 central rotating stars. The orbits of the 3 stars are now in a stable period. According to my calculations, this orbital stable period will last for more than 300 million years, and the 5th level civilization Norden is orbiting the smallest star on the outermost periphery. Haha, Norden is really lucky to encounter such a stable triple star system. Just as Chen Yu was communicating with the intelligent brain, the command room received a communication request from Norden. Intelligent brain, is there anything wrong with our identification information? No problem. As soon as I arrived, I released Earth's identification information. Norden is the administrator planet of the Milky Way Interstellar Federation, and it has our information. Also, the team that came to raid our Earth before was sent by Norden. Oh, no wonder the name of this planet sounds so familiar. Doesn't that mean we can visit some acquaintances? Yes, Noel, the team leader who raided Earth before, is from Norden. Okay, connect their communication request. Connection successful. Hello, spaceship from Earth, I am the Norden Star Intelligent Guidance System. Please follow my guidance to the starport for landing and registration. Chen Yu sighed. As expected of one of the 3 most powerful planets in the Milky Way. Even the person receiving him was just an intelligent system. The previous planets all had outer defense fleets. And there was no defense fleet here at all. They were confident that no spaceship from any planet in the Milky Way could cause any trouble here. Chen Yu followed the other party's intelligent guidance system and came to the starport to park the Millennium Falcon. Of course, the Millennium Falcon had now retracted all its weapons and had been painted with low-end paint to hide the sharpness of a level 7 civilization spaceship. As usual, Chen Yu took the completed identity card and took the shuttle to the Norden mainland. This was a planet almost the same size and mass as Earth, but the land area was 3 times larger than Earth. Although Norden had a small ocean area, they did not lack water sources. And the climate of this planet had been strictly controlled by the planet's meteorological bureau. They could make it rain whenever they wanted and wherever they wanted. There were almost no natural disasters. This was the change brought about by technology. The shuttle that Chen Yu was riding landed on the surface of Norden. This was a luxurious airport. As expected of a ruling planet in the Milky Way, everything was incomparable to other planets. Compared to the previous Skrull star and Gallardo star, those planets were like paupers. Here, there were skyscrapers everywhere, exceptionally sci-fi, various holographic light curtains, various brand advertisements, etc., prospering beyond imagination. Chen Yu analyzed the air composition of Norden and was extremely surprised. Haha! The atmospheric composition here is 99.95% similar to Earth's, which means that even ordinary Earthlings can survive here seamlessly. It's really a good place to colonize. Moreover, Norton only has a total population of 2 billion, but the land is 3 times larger than Earth's. How abundant are the resources? Chen Yu even wanted to buy a piece of land or a continent here. Move the Earthlings over, so that the Earthlings would not need to live in underground shelters. However, this was just Chen Yu's casual thought. Norton was a level 5 civilization ruler planet after all, so how could they be willing? Under the guidance of intelligent robots, Chen Yu came to the Norton Alien Race Affairs Hall, which was the so-called Norton Customs. After Chen Yu completed the registration here, he could move freely on the planet. It was similar to the previous Gallardo star. He couldn't stay for too long, about 10 days, and he had to pay a fee of 100 galaxy coins per day. 10 days was a management fee of 1000 galaxy coins, which Chen Yu didn't think much of now. But thinking about it, 1000 galaxy coins could buy dozens of large villas on some planets. It could be seen how high the price level of Norton was. No matter what Chen Yu's identity was now, the Earth behind him relied on its powerful productivity, especially its shipbuilding capabilities. Now, the civilization planets within 1000 light-years, or even 2000 light-years, near Earth, were all doing business with Earth, and now it was simply making money every day. Chen Yu now had hundreds of billions of galaxy coins in his Milky Way Interstellar Federation account, making him a proper cosmic tycoon. After Chen Yu completed the formalities at Norton Customs, he left the customs building. As expected, it was still the same at the entrance. There were free shuttle buses and luxurious business taxis, all of which could fly. Without even thinking, Chen Yu boarded a luxurious shuttle bus, which should be called a ground shuttle ship. Chen Yu planned to catch up with Noel first. After all, it was his first time coming to a level 5 civilization planet, and it was always good to have an acquaintance to lead the way. Chen Yu entered the best hotel in the city center as his destination. The shuttle slowly started, and the interior was exceptionally stable. As expected, you get what you pay for. Through the car window, Chen Yu could see the people of various races riding the free shuttle bus, all of whom were crowded in a small space. Those people also saw Chen Yu, enjoying a spacious and luxurious shuttle bus alone. There was even a small platform extending from the side, with a cup containing a white liquid on it. Chen Yu smelled a strong aroma of wine, which was very familiar, and his expression suddenly became surprised and strange. Chen Yu couldn't help but smile. This was Earth's Maotai. It seemed that some civilization planets had traded Earth's Maotai wine here. Chen Yu raised his glass and put the Maotai wine, which was only about 20 milliliters, into his mouth. As expected, it was still the same taste, very good. Then, Chen Yu saw on the screen in front that his fare had increased by 300 galaxy coins. Chen Yu widened his eyes again. Damn, a 20 milliliter cup of Maotai can sell for 300 galaxy coins here. My Earth export price for a bottle of 1000 galaxy coins is 600 milliliters, which means it can fill a 20 milliliter 30 Cuban pesos times. At this price, you want to sell it for 9000 galaxy coins, almost 10,000, it's really a huge profit. Chapter 229. Chen Yu arrived at the entrance of a magnificent building in a luxurious taxi flying car. After getting out of the flying car, he saw large characters projected by holographic images on the front of the building. Norton Star First Hotel. Chen Yu walked into the lobby and saw that it was indeed a luxury hotel, with real people handling the reception. A Norton Star human girl led Chen Yu to the front desk. Norton Star people are not much different from Earth people, except that their heads are slightly larger. It's not very strange, nor is it obvious, and it fits Chen Yu's aesthetic. Chen Yu opened a top-floor presidential suite for 600 galaxy coins per day. Chen Yu splurged 6,000 galaxy coins and booked it for 10 days. Thinking about it, 6,000 galaxy coins could get you at least a few years' stay in the best hotel on Glur Star. Even on a level 4 civilization planet like Gallardo Star, you could buy several villas. It is indeed a planet dominated by a level 5 civilization, and the prices are staggering. Fortunately, Chen Yu is now a cosmic tycoon, with Earth as a money tree, so he can spend recklessly even on a level 5 civilization planet. After Chen Yu arrived at the presidential suite, he took a tour and realized that the expensive price was indeed justified. The room was very large, with a super large terrace, swimming pool, gym, and even a sports field similar to a tennis court on Earth. After Chen Yu settled in, he prepared to contact Noel to catch up. Taking out his identity card, Chen Yu entered the interstellar identification number that Noel had given him before and dialed it. The call was quickly connected, and a familiar voice came from inside. "Yo, Mr. Chen Yu, you actually came to our planet." Chen Yu was not surprised that Noel knew he had come to their planet. It should be that his terminal showed his information when his identity card dialed his number. Chen Yu said with a smile. "Ha ha ha, Mr. Noel, it's been a few years since I last saw you. I'm visiting your Northern Star for the first time. Why don't we get together?" Noel's hearty laughter rang out. "Hee, okay, Mr. Chen Yu, where are you? I'll drive a shuttle to pick you up. I'm at the Northern Star First Hotel. Come over here." "Haha, as expected of Mr. Chen Yu, so rich and generous. I can't even afford to stay at the first hotel." "Not at all." "Okay, you wait, I'll be right there." After hanging up the phone, Chen Yu began to wait. After about 20 minutes, Chen Yu received a call from Noel asking him to come down. Chen Yu arrived at the entrance of the hotel and saw a shuttle parked there. Noel waved to Chen Yu, and Chen Yu sat in the back seat. The shuttle automatically started and flew out. "Oh my, Mr. Chen Yu, in recent years, I have often heard that in the Orion Arm, there is a level 4 civilization planet that has risen exceptionally rapidly. It must be your Earth." Cough. "Not at all. It was all thanks to Mr. Noel and you guys for helping us before that my planet was rated as a level 4 civilization, which allowed my business to be done throughout the galaxy. Ha ha ha, it's all because of the strength of your Earth. Hee, without Mr. Noel's help, our development wouldn't have been so fast. This time, I brought you some of our Earth specialties. I hope you accept them." Noel's eyes lit up. What he liked the most was Earth's Mutai wine. When he left Earth a few years ago, he brought more than 10 tons. When he returned to Northern Star, he and several team members divided it up. He got a few tons, but over the years, he drank it himself and his friends took some. Basically, there is very little left, and Mutai wine sells extremely expensively on Northern Star. It costs almost 10,000 galaxy coins per bottle. Even as a planet evaluator, Noel's monthly salary is only 30,000 galaxy coins. It is absolutely impossible to spend 1/3 of his salary to buy a bottle of wine to drink. But now, hearing that Chen Yu brought him specialties, Noel immediately became excited. "Earth specialties, isn't Mutai wine one of them?" "Mr. Chen Yu, the specialties you mentioned, is it Mutai?" Chen Yu laughed loudly. "Ha ha ha, what is Mutai? This time, I brought you something even better." Noel was even more expectant. Arriving at Noel's home, because Northern Star has a large land area and a small population, basically every household has a large villa and a large garden. Noel parked his shuttle in his large garden. Chen Yu got out of the car and saw a villa occupying a huge area, and couldn't help but praise it. "Your house is not bad, so big and such a big garden." Noel said awkwardly. "Alas! What is this? You may be visiting our Northern Star for the first time. I belong to the working class, just average. Some rich people have villas that are 10 times the size of my house." Chen Yu was a little surprised, but when he thought that there were only 2 billion people on this planet, and the land area was 3 times that of Earth. Thinking about it this way, it is very reasonable for people to have large living areas. Chen Yu followed Noel into his villa. The architectural style is different from Earth's. The furniture here is more intelligent and automated. Almost every piece of furniture is connected to the internet, and any piece of glass in the villa can display images. The fountain in the backyard can even be used as a water screen movie. Chen Yu felt that Earth had not yet reached this level, at least. Perhaps he was more focused on building spaceships and neglected some of the people's livelihood technology. Now that he has come to a real level 5 civilization planet and seen the lives of the people here, Chen Yu is preparing to buy some ready-made civil technology here. He will directly send it back to Earth and give it to Cao Yuxin, so that she can develop the living technology level of the underground city. Arriving at the backyard, Chen Yu saw 2 children and a woman. Presumably, this is Noel's wife and children. Noel waved to them and said, "Norris, quickly bring the children over. Let me introduce you." Norris brought the 2 children to Chen Yu. "Hee, Chen Yu, this is my wife, Norris, and they are my 2 sons, Norton and Nonard." Chen Yu greeted Noel's wife and her sons. "Hello, uncle." "Hello, uncle." Chen Yu took out a fist-sized device from his pocket and said to Noel. Old brother Noel, didn't I say I would bring you some of our Earth specialties? Watch carefully. Chen Yu came to an open space in the garden and pressed the button on the device in his hand. The front of the device emitted a cone of light, covering an area of more than 10 square meters. In an instant, the strong light disappeared, and a pile of things appeared on the ground. Inside included several boxes of Mutai wine, at least 2 or 3 tons. There were also a few boxes of Zonghua cigarettes, tea, and some Earth specialties such as bacon and sausage. In the eyes of Earth people, these are just ordinary gifts, but for level 5 civilization Northern Star people, they have everything good. But only these specialties that seem ordinary to Earth people are what they lack. No matter where you are, scarce resources are expensive. Chen Yu sells to other planets in the galaxy, and the export price of a pack of Zonghua cigarettes is as high as 100 galaxy coins. According to the purchasing power of galaxy coins, 100 galaxy coins can even buy a house on planets below level 4 civilization. This is the benefit of Earth joining the galaxy WDO. Seeing these Earth specialties, Noel's eyes gleamed with gold. The device that Chen Yu took out just now is called a trans-dimensional space storage device. Chapter 230. This is technology only available to level 5 civilizations, and it was equipment obtained from the intelligent AI after Chen Yu unlocked level 5 and level 6 civilizations last time. The one in his hand is a basic model with an internal extra-dimensional storage space, roughly 10 meters by 10 meters by 10 meters. The total storage space is 1000 cubic meters, about the size of a 300 square meter room. Noel stared at the storage device in Chen Yu's hand and exclaimed. Wow, as expected of Mr. Chen Yu, such a level 5 civilization storage device, one with a 100 cubic meter space costs tens of millions of galaxy credits. Yours must have a space exceeding 100 cubic meters. Haha, brother Noel, you flatter me. This one is 1000 cubic meters. If you like it, brother, I'll give it to you. Noel was very touched, and his wife, Norris, was also very surprised. Just this pile of things on the ground is worth at least several million galaxy credits. And the space equipment that Chen Yu casually gave away, 1000 cubic meters, is worth at least 30 million galaxy credits. Chen Yu gave it away so easily, how generous is that? Norris only felt that her husband had befriended a cosmic tycoon. Their family doesn't even earn 1 million galaxy credits a year, and now Chen Yu easily gives them gifts worth tens of millions of galaxy credits. This is outrageous. Noel looked at Chen Yu with emotion, almost bursting into tears. Mr. Chen Yu, I am truly grateful for the decision I made when evaluating your civilization back then. Ha ha ha, of course, brother Noel, you directly rated us as a level 4 civilization, and our planet immediately established a trade network within 1000 light years. Now it even extends to 2000 light years. Many smugglers are selling our low-priced Earth goods to a wider star region. My business can grow so big thanks to your initial recognition. Noel grabbed Chen Yu's hand, everything was understood without words. As for the 1000 cubic meter space equipment given to Noel, Chen Yu now has level 6 civilization technology and can even manufacture larger and more stable space equipment. It's smaller than this level 5 civilization's equipment, more convenient to collect objects, and has a larger and more stable space. After Noel finished being moved, Chen Yu pulled out a pack of Zonghua cigarettes from the pile of items and opened it. He took out a cigarette and handed it to Noel. Oh, brother Chen, what is this? Chen Yu smiled and took one, held it in his mouth, and a string of flames appeared at his fingertips, lighting the cigarette. Then he took a puff, looking very intoxicated. Brother Noel, this is called a cigarette. It's a specialty of our Earth. This Zonghua cigarette has a delicate and mellow taste, with an endless aftertaste. The tobacco contains some brain-stimulating elements that can create a pleasant feeling. Try it. When Noel heard this, he immediately became interested and imitated Chen Yu by holding the cigarette in his mouth. He also conjured a string of flames with his fingertips and lit the cigarette. Being able to conjure flames with his fingers shows that Noel must be at least a late-stage interstellar level 1, or even an interstellar level 2 life form. Noel took a deep puff, and immediately felt a headache. Chen Yu stepped forward and patted the other party's back, reminding him. You're just starting to smoke, don't take too hard of a puff at first. Although he had a headache, Noel seemed to have discovered a new treasure. Ah, this feeling, wonderful. Although it's a bit dizzy at first, that feeling, ah, wonderful. I didn't expect Earth to have so many specialties that can make people feel happy. Haha, Brother Noel, this is called a cigarette. We Earthlings are already exporting it to planets within 2000 light years. You can smoke these first. If you don't have enough, just tell me, and I'll have the Galaxy Interstellar Express Company send you some. Noel looked at Chen Yu gratefully, never expecting that his good deed back then would be rewarded so greatly. Thank you so much. Noel said sincerely. Chen Yu patted Noel on the shoulder. Brother Noel, there's really no need to thank me. You deserve all of this. Without your help, how could I have grown my business so quickly? By the way, after you smoke, go to the medical pod every 6 months to clean your lungs. This tobacco will deposit some tar and harmful substances in your body. For Northern Star's technology, the harmful substances left behind by smoking. For example, tar, nicotine, etc., wanting to remove them is simply too easy. So Chen Yu doesn't need to put the words smoking is harmful to your health on the cigarette box. For advanced civilization humans, you can let them smoke firecrackers as long as they feel comfortable. Okay, Brother Chen, come on, let's go inside. I'll let you taste some of our Northern Star's specialties. Okay. Chen Yu and Noel's family went inside. They arrived at a large dining room with a large table, but this table looked like an intelligent system at first glance. Chen Yu sat down, and Noel's family also sat down. What made Chen Yu a little puzzled was, where's the food? The table is empty. Who's going to cook and serve the dishes? But in the next moment, Chen Yu laughed at himself for being ignorant. It turned out that in the middle of the table, the partition slowly retracted, and plates of dishes slowly rose up. It actually serves dishes automatically. It seems that these dishes were not made by people personally, but were made automatically. Several plates slowly moved in front of Chen Yu, with food on them. The closest plate was that kind of like thing, which should be the staple food. There were also several dishes in front, let's call them dishes for now. Seeming to see the curiosity and doubt in Chen Yu's eyes, Noel had been to Earth and knew that Earth's dishes were very different from here. So he opened his mouth to explain to Chen Yu. Brother Chen, the closest one to you is elemental food, which contains all the nutrients needed by humans. The dishes in front are various animal meats, plant roots, animal eggs, and several plant fruits from our planet. Chen Yu understood that animal meat goes without saying, it's similar to Earth's pork and beef. Plant roots should be similar to Earth's vegetables. As for animal eggs, it's even easier to explain, such as chicken eggs, and plant fruits are fruits. Chen Yu curiously began to eat. Chen Yu tried each dish, and then Chen Yu gave his evaluation in his heart. They're all very average, except that the meat quality of the animal meat is very good, but the taste is really not flattering. Chen Yu finally discovered that the diets of these other civilized planets are all about the raw materials being okay, but there are no seasonings and cooking techniques. Maybe their planets don't have a dietary culture like Earth. While eating, Chen Yu planned to ask Noel about purchasing materials to repair the warp engine. He planned to buy more and store it, so that if the warp engine really broke down in deep space in the future, he could repair it himself. Brother Noel, I have another purpose for coming to your planet this time. I want to purchase some special rare elements. I don't know if you have any connections here. Chapter 231. Chen Yu stated the main purpose of his visit to Northern Star. Now that Noel had received such great benefits from Chen Yu, he would definitely put his heart into Chen Yu's matter. Brother Chen, please list all the special and rare elements you need. I still have some acquaintances in the Northern Star government. Okay. Brother Neo. Chen Yu took out a piece of paper from his pocket, written in the common language of the galaxy. It detailed the types of rare elements he needed and the required weight. Noel picked up the paper and examined it carefully. After reading it, Noel frowned. Chen Yu also knew that several of these rare elements were raw materials for building warp engines. They were very important strategic materials on all major planets and were generally not allowed to circulate outside. Even if they could be sold, the quantity would be very small. Mr. Chen Yu, nearly half of these special rare elements you want are prohibited items and are not allowed to circulate on our planet. Chen Yu believed that Noel could definitely think of a solution. Brother Neo, don't feel pressured. Just help me get whatever elements you can within your capabilities. Noel pondered for a moment, as if making a decision. Brother Chen, you've given me so many benefits. How could I let you go back empty-handed? Give me 2 days, and I'll go find a friend of mine. He should have a way to get these things. Chen Yu's eyes lit up. Great! Brother Nyo, if you can help me with this matter, I will definitely reward you handsomely. Haha, Brother Chen, you've already given me so much. How can I ask for your thanks? Just wait for good news. Okay. Chen Yu continued to stay at Noel's house for a while before leaving. Noel also had to meet his friend to figure out a solution for Chen Yu. After Chen Yu left Noel's house, he went straight to the Northern Star Planetary Trading Center. As a level 5 civilization's dominant planet in the galaxy, countless aliens from other planets come here to trade every day. Chen Yu took a luxurious shuttle taxi to the Interstellar Trade Center building. Worthy of being a level 5 civilization's architectural technology, this building is at least 1,000 meters high, with a huge foundation, and can probably accommodate hundreds of thousands of people inside. Chen Yu entered the Interstellar Trade Building. His purpose here was to purchase some ready-made civilian technologies. In the past, Chen Yu thought that Earth's technology was already very good, and he mainly focused on building the interstellar fleet. They lived a comfortable and relaxed life. Just take Noel's automatic cooking, serving, dishwashing table as an example. The table also had various light screens that could provide entertainment, a multifunctional smart dining table. Chen Yu had never seen it before, not because he couldn't build it, but because he had never thought about it. It is said that technology changes life. Since Chen Yu obtained the level 7 civilization spaceship and acquired the technology inside, he only invested his energy in some key areas, and his efforts in civilian technology and human comfort were very limited. After seeing the world this time, Chen Yu also felt that he could provide some high technology for all mankind, especially the Yangzia people's lives. Rather than independently researching from the spaceship technology library, it is better to buy ready-made technology here, from design, installation, and manufacturing all in one package. The key is that the price should not be expensive. Compared with the technology of building interstellar battleships, this is just a drop in the bucket. After Chen Yu's simple inquiry, Chen Yu came to the 105th floor of the trading building. This is the trading hall for civilian science and technology. As soon as Chen Yu came up, he saw many local big brands of Northern Star. They are all home technology companies, electronic product companies, network companies, and some consulting service companies. These companies can basically improve the overall level of civilian technology on a planet by one level. There are also specialized service companies that can take care of the overall infrastructure upgrade of a planet. Chen Yu searched on his ID card and came to the booth of Northern Star's largest civilian technology company. A Northern Star human lady received Chen Yu. This lady is quite beautiful. Although she is a big-headed doll, her appearance is there, belonging to both cute and beautiful. Sir, what technology do you want to buy? The lady asked straight to the point. Chen Yu nodded politely. I want to buy some technological products that can improve the quality of life of my planet's people, such as home technology packages, as well as the most advanced technology and concepts for urban management, transportation, systems, and operations. The sales lady immediately understood what Chen Yu meant. Hehe, sir, I know what you want. Our Norton technology mainly engages in planet transformation, please come with me. Chen Yu followed the sales lady to the inside of the booth and came to a huge holographic light screen. The lady operated a few times, and on the light screen, there appeared pictures and products of their previous civilian technology transformations for some planets. There was the appearance before the transformation, and then the appearance after the transformation. The comparison before and after is simply heaven and earth, completely two levels of civilization. If the front is a primitive society, the back is like entering the interstellar age. Chen Yu was very interested, so he asked. Excuse me, what fields are involved in such a transformation, and what is the price? Sir, our transformation is divided into several levels. We will give the highest technology under that civilization for transformation according to your planet's civilization rating, and the scope of transformation can also be selected. After the sales lady's explanation, Chen Yu finally understood. The so-called transformation according to the civilization level means that you can only obtain the corresponding civilian technology of the civilization level rated by your planet. Now that Earth is rated as a level 4 civilization, it can only obtain level 4 civilization's civilian technology transformation projects. Chen Yu looked at the transformation technology and transformation scope of a level 4 civilization planet. Although it is not as good as Northern Star, but it is already very advanced. If these technologies and operation methods are all taken to the underground city, The people's quality of life will be greatly improved. These transformations are comprehensive upgrades. Whether it is technological products, the internet, transportation, all aspects of urban operation will be fully improved. Chen Yu immediately decided to buy a top-of-the-line Level 4 civilization upgrade package. Norton Technology will provide some of the raw materials and the complete technology. Send a team of no less than 100 people to the other planet. Within 3 years, achieve a comprehensive transformation. A large amount of labor and raw materials for the transformation are provided by the local planet itself. The price is 18.8 billion galaxy coins. To be honest, this price is quite expensive. This price can basically buy some life planets with slightly worse environments. But Chen Yu has money now and signed the transformation contract very readily. Chapter 232. Earth has already been registered with the Milky Way Interstellar Federation, and Norton Technology Company quickly found all the information and coordinates of Earth. After Chen Yu paid the full amount, he officially upgraded Earth. Norton Technology Company will gather 100 experts within 3 working days. They will bring some of the most primitive equipment to Earth to carry out the transformation. As a Level 5 civilization planet, Norton Star's shuttle has a shuttle capability no less than Chen Yu's current Millennium Falcon mothership. Even the military warships of Level 5 civilization are faster than Chen Yu's current Millennium Falcon. Level 5 civilizations have mastered certain space and time laws. They can further dive into the depths of warp space, achieving hundreds of millions of times the speed of light. Chen Yu's current Millennium Falcon is due to the relatively small amount of singular energy material collected from black holes, so the speed cannot keep up. However, there is no major problem in traveling between the major galaxies around the Milky Way. After settling the Earth upgrade plan, Chen Yu continued to stroll around the Norton Star Interstellar Trading Building. The things here are dazzling, and the most expensive are spaceships and warships. Chen Yu strolled to the spaceship and warship trading area, which is also the largest area, occupying a full 10 floors. The goods here are also the most expensive. Representatives of each civilization planet can only buy spaceships and warships that are one level higher than their civilization level. For example, Chen Yu is now an Earthling, and Earth is currently rated as a Level 4 early-stage civilization in the Milky Way Interstellar Federation. Then Chen Yu can only buy warships and spaceships within the mid-stage of Level 4 civilization, which is one level higher than the early stage of Level 4 civilization. Previously, Big Cat and Little Cat went to Glarstar, also wanting to buy technology from a Level 2 mid-stage civilization, which was higher than their Level 2 early-stage civilization. In the end, Chen Yu directly sold them Level 3 civilization technology, skipping a level. Strictly speaking, it is equivalent to smuggling, which is subject to punishment under the Milky Way Interstellar Federation law. But Big Cat and Little Cat have no reason to report Chen Yu. As for Level 5 civilization spaceships and technology, they are strictly prohibited from being sold throughout the galaxy. Of course, there is also smuggling. No matter what level of civilization you are, as long as you have money, they will sell technology. However, these technologies are at most Level 4, but if you are caught, you will die miserably. Chen Yu looked at the goods here and compared them with the prices of goods on his Earth. Earth is currently a Level 4 early-stage civilization and can produce and sell all warships and spaceships below Level 4. A Level 4 civilization home-class mothership sells for 50 billion galaxy coins on Earth, and 60 billion here. A Level 3 civilization home-class mothership sells for 30 billion galaxy coins on Earth, and 35 billion here. Each level is more expensive than what Earth sells. Of course, there is also a reputation reason. They are equivalent to famous brands, large factory products, and Norton Star can truly do business throughout the galaxy. They have such fast delivery services. And Earth currently does not, and can only do business within 2,000 light-years around. The most advanced here is the Level 4 Peak Civilization Shuttle. The shuttle speed is as high as 80 million times the speed of light, which is even faster than Chen Yu's Millennium Falcon in its current state. But the purchase quota must be for planets of Level 4 mid-stage civilization. And the price is as high as 60 billion galaxy coins. A shuttle is as expensive as a Level 4 civilization home-class mothership. Chen Yu didn't understand. Is it just because it's fast? Perhaps only the local tyrants of Level 4 mid-stage civilization can afford it. Chen Yu currently has about 600 billion galaxy coins, which he earned in the past few years, and he still feels a little heartache to buy such a spaceship. However, in the exhibition hall of luxury shuttles, Chen Yu saw something that interested him. That is the Level 5 Early Stage Civilization Interstellar Express Transport Ship. Level 5 civilization spaceships are prohibited from being sold here. The exhibition hall is just a model display, and there are some parameter introductions. The so-called Interstellar Express Transport Ship is a delivery spaceship that specializes in delivering goods within a range of tens to 200,000 light-years in the Milky Way and between neighboring galaxies. It has a Level 5 civilization's top warp engine, with a maximum speed of 300 million times the speed of light. Chen Yu sighed. As expected of a Level 5 civilization, there is an insurmountable gap between it and civilizations below Level 5. No wonder, the intelligent brain told Chen Yu before, that Level 5 civilizations have initially mastered some time and space laws. Even Level 7 civilization spaceships may be killed by Level 5 civilization spaceships if they are not prepared. For example, Chen Yu knows about antimatter annihilation bombs, which Level 5 civilizations have already developed. This kind of great weapon, even Level 7 civilization spaceships, may not be able to withstand it if they are caught off guard. However, with Level 7 civilization spaceships deliberately defending, Level 5 civilization spaceships are still difficult to hurt them in the slightest. The intelligent brain once suspected that it fell into the space of the solar system. It was caused by a Level 5 civilization secretly disrupting the warp space. Although that possibility has now been ruled out, it also fully proves the power of Level 5 civilizations. Chen Yu really wants to get a few Level 5 Civilization Express dedicated shuttles for Earth, so that Earth can do business throughout the galaxy. But he has no purchase permission at all, and people will not sell it. As for building it himself, just collecting the huge amount of warp engine materials and black hole singular energy materials is enough for Chen Yu to be busy. And Level 5 civilization planets like Norton Star have dedicated mining teams to search for them in neighboring galaxies. Earth has not reached that level. 2 days later, Chen Yu was swimming comfortably in the hotel pool. The ID card next to him lit up with white light. Chen Yu took a look and it was a call from Noel. So he quickly answered. "Brother Chen, I have found the special rare elements you are looking for. I will give you a location. Come over now. A friend of mine wants to meet you in person." Chen Yu was overjoyed. This was his biggest purpose in coming to Norton Star. He didn't expect it to be solved so soon. Chen Yu got up, changed his clothes, and went straight to the location sent by Noel. When he arrived at the destination, Chen Yu was a little surprised. It turned out to be a military base of Norton Star. This made Chen Yu feel a little more alert. The things I want to trade are all prohibited items on this planet. Why would Noel let me come to their military area? Could there be a fraud? Chen Yu stood in front of the military area thinking. If he goes further, he will be questioned. There are real Norton Star soldiers in front, more robots, and various laser defense weapons that look very sci-fi. Chen Yu felt that he must be cautious. The lesson of Glarstar once told him that there would be some trouble in trading these items. Chapter 233. Chen Yu was not in a hurry to enter the military area. He took out his identity card again, dialed a number on it, and called Noel. The communication was quickly established, and Noel's voice came from the other side. "Brother Chen, have you arrived?" Chen Yu asked calmly. Brother Noel, I've arrived. I'm outside a military area." "Yes, it's the military area. The person who wants to see you is from the military area, but don't worry, he's a friend of mine." Chen Yu became more cautious. During the Graal Star incident, Chen Yu was surrounded by their military. Now he didn't want to repeat the same mistake. Brother Noel, aren't the special rare elements I need prohibited items on your planet? If the military finds out, won't they cause trouble for me?" Noel's laughter rang out from the other side. "Ha ha ha, Brother Chen, it's all my fault. I forgot to explain it to you. Don't worry about this. This military person is a friend of mine for many years, and you are sincere enough. He is willing to secretly help you." Chen Yu narrowed his eyes, his mind racing to think about the safety of this transaction. Logically speaking, I've given Noel so many benefits, he shouldn't betray me. Even if he can't do it, he won't let the military deal with me. After all, I promised to continue giving him benefits in the future, so this transaction should be possible. Chen Yu thought to himself, then thought that he was now an interstellar rank 4 early stage life form. Even on this level 5 civilization planet, he was considered a strong person. Even if he encountered an ambush, he should be able to escape. Now his strength was comparable to a humanoid weapon of mass destruction, like a walking war attack ship. After thinking for a moment, Chen Yu said to the identity card communicator. Okay, Brother Noel, I believe you. I'll come in now. Okay, I'll be waiting for you at the entrance. After ending the communication with Noel, Chen Yu gave the intelligent brain an order. Intelligent brain, you immediately cloak and leave Norton Star's near Earth orbit starport, secretly go to the airspace above my location to stand by, and constantly monitor the surrounding military mobilization. Once you detect that I am in danger, immediately help me solve the problem. Okay, Captain, I will arrive above you in 5 minutes. Chen Yu dawdled in the distance for a few minutes. When he received a prompt from the intelligent brain that it was in position, he walked towards the entrance of the military area. Chen Yu didn't dare to take the risk alone. Although he was confident enough to escape from these troops, it was always good to have an extra layer of protection. After all, people's hearts are separated by their bellies, and this was a level 5 civilization planet. Chen Yu had never seen the strong people on their planet. However, according to the Galaxy Federation Guide, even in a level 5 civilization, interstellar rank 4 life forms were very rare. Very rare didn't mean there were none. It was always right for Chen Yu to be cautious. After all preparations were completed, Chen Yu arrived at the entrance of the military area. Sure enough, a patrol robot with a row of tires at the bottom blocked Chen Yu first, making a mechanical sound. Please stop. This is Norton Star 101 military restricted zone. Civilians are prohibited from entering. Please turn around. Chen Yu knew that the robots here were very intelligent, so he said directly. I have an appointment with someone inside. My name is Chen Yu. I don't know if you have a record of my pass. The robot was briefly silent for 2 seconds, then said. Chen Yu, I have received an internal pass order. Please accept the inspection before entering. Sure enough, Chen Yu opened his hands, and a beam of light shot out from the robot's chest, shining all over Chen Yu's body. This was a security check method, using laser scanning to see if Chen Yu was carrying any weapons. Scanning passed, please enter. Chen Yu showed a smile, as expected, it was quite intelligent. Chen Yu bypassed the robot and walked towards the inside door. There were real soldiers guarding here, not many, just 2. They were wearing combat uniforms similar to Earth's assault jackets, with a silver laser gun pinned to their chests. Chen Yu was sure that this laser gun was definitely very powerful. He wondered if his current interstellar rank 4 life form's powerful body could withstand a shot from this laser. Sure enough, at the real entrance of the military area, he saw Noel's familiar figure. Chen Yu walked forward, and Noel quickly greeted him. Brother Chen, you're finally here. I've already told my friend in the military area. Come with me. Chen Yu nodded to Noel. Brother Noel, thank you for taking my matter to heart. If this matter is successful, I will definitely thank you heavily in return. Cough. Why are you being so polite with me? The things you sent me are all priceless items. It's only right for me to help you. Haha, good. Brother Noel. Chen Yu entered the military area, quietly looking around. It was always better to be careful when entering someone else's territory. What's more, this was a military area, a military base of a level 5 civilization, probably with super weapons that could destroy a planet. Sure enough, Chen Yu saw some super interstellar battleships here. Just looking at the appearance was extraordinary, as well as some weapon launch ports on it. Chen Yu's brain domain development had now reached 15.66%, and the scientific and technological knowledge in his brain could already understand what those weapons were. It was no exaggeration to say that just the attack ship just now. Its combat power could already reach half the strength of the attack ships that came with his Millennium Falcon mothership. Before unlocking all the weapons on the attack ship, his attack ship was not a match for these warships. Fortunately, Chen Yu had obtained level 5 and level 6 civilization permissions this time. Most of the weapons on the 30 attack ships that came with it were also unlocked. Chen Yu continued to walk with Noel in the military area. After about 10 minutes, they arrived next to a huge science fiction building. This should be the headquarters of their army. Chen Yu followed Noel into the building and came to the door of an office on the upper floor. Brother Chen, the person you are going to see later is my friend in the military. He has certain authority. I have told him all your needs. As long as you are sincere enough, he should be able to help you. Chen Yu gave an okay gesture. Noel had stayed on Earth for a while and also knew the meaning of Chen Yu's gesture. What Noel said about needing his sincerity was to take out enough chips to impress the other party. Chen Yu was confident that his current wealth could definitely impress the other party. Noel knocked on the door. After a few seconds, the door automatically retracted to both sides from the middle, and the door was opened. Chen Yu followed Noel in. The room was very large, very different from the offices of those big shots on Earth. This was more like a high-tech room, with the furniture inside revealing a simple science fiction style everywhere. On a pure white sofa-like thing, sat a middle-aged Northern Star man in a white uniform. Chapter 234. The man was looking down, swiping at something on the glass surface of the coffee table. Clearly, the coffee table was intelligent, displaying images on its surface. Noel stepped forward, smiling, and said, "General Norton, this is the person I told you about." General Norton stopped his actions on the coffee table, looked up at Chen Yu and Noel, and revealed a smile, saying, "Noel, Mr. Chen, please have a seat." Noel and Chen Yu sat down opposite General Norton. Chen Yu sized up General Norton. This person looked very much like a big shot, possessing the dignified aura of a superior on Earth. Chen Yu determined that this person's status here was definitely not low, and Noel calling him General proved this point. After Chen Yu and Noel sat down, General Norton took out 3 glass cups and a bottle of wine from under the coffee table. When Chen Yu saw the shape of the bottle and the Earth writing on it, he almost laughed. Wasn't this Mutai liquor exported from his own Earth? Noel seemed very natural and not surprised, because this wine was given to General Norton by Noel. General Norton poured 3 glasses of wine and pushed them in front of Chen Yu and Noel. "Mr. Chen, I heard that this beverage called Mutai liquor is a specialty of your Earth. We have analyzed its ingredients, and they are just some very simple alcohol elements. I didn't expect that when combined, it could have such a taste and effect. It's simply amazing." In fact, after Mutai liquor became popular on Northern Star, some local Northern Star beverage companies analyzed the ingredients of Mutai liquor. They used the elemental ratio method to create the exact same wine. However, compared to the authentic Mutai exported from Earth, the taste was missing something. Of course, Earth's Mutai liquor is made from wheat, red tassel glutinous sorghum, and Kishui River water, which are only found on Earth, through dozens of processes. Although Northern Star can imitate the elemental proportions in the liquor, the human taste is the most complex sensory organ. Even if it can be simulated infinitely close, it cannot be exactly the same as real Mutai liquor. And that slight difference, in this Mutai liquor, which is already a luxury item, has become its unique selling point. Chen Yu chuckled and said, "Thank you, General Norton, for your love of our Earth specialty, Mutai liquor. If General Norton likes it, I'll have Brother Noel send you a few tons another day." General Norton's eyes lit up. Ever since Noel returned from Earth a few years ago and gave him a few boxes of Mutai liquor, General Norton fell in love with this beverage and would have a few sips every day. Later, in less than a year, he finished drinking the wine Noel gave him. Finally, he asked Noel for a few more boxes, but in the following 2 years, Noel's wine was also used up as gifts. Fortunately, at that time, Northern Star already had scalpers selling Earth's Mutai liquor here. It's just that the price was really outrageous. A bottle of Mutai was to nearly 10,000 galaxy coins. But for General Norton, it was possible to get it done by greasing some palms. Hearing Chen Yu say that he would send him a few tons of Mutai liquor, a subtle smile appeared on General Norton's face. Then General Norton took out a pack of Zonghua cigarettes from under the intelligent coffee table. He gave one to Chen Yu and Noel. By the way, Mr. Chen, I heard that this thing called Zonghua cigarette is also a specialty of your planet, right?" Noel had only given it to him yesterday, and General Norton had fallen in love with the feeling after smoking it for a day. "Haha, General Norton is right. This is also a specialty of our Earth. The so-called smoking and drinking make me the master of the world. These 2 products can bring joy to our mood." Norton rubbed out a small flame with his fingers and lit the cigarette. Noel and Chen Yu also followed suit. The 3 of them were smoking in the room, occasionally clinking their glasses. Chen Yu took out some Earth snacks from his space ring equipment. Beijing roast duck, crispy fried peanuts, cucumber salad. Chen Yu also taught them how to use chopsticks. Noel had stayed on Earth before and could already skillfully master chopsticks. General Norton was an interstellar Tier 3 life form with a brain domain development of up to 14%. Chen Yu only told him once. He was as skilled as an Earthling who had used chopsticks for decades. The three of them were chatting and laughing in General Norton's office. Chen Yu didn't mention buying elements at all. He was using Earth's drinking culture to finalize the business. As long as the big shot was happy, the business would naturally be a success. Noel, with his big head, was a little flushed, raised the already changed large cup and said, "Come on, good brother, bottoms up. I, Noel, am very happy to have met a brother like Brother Chen." "Yes, Brother Chen, I have heard Noel mention you before. He has a deep impression of your Earth. Today, after listening to you talk about the things on your planet, I am even more curious. Come, cheers. Two big brothers, this junior will toast you." The three raised their large glasses and clinked them together. Then they gulped it down. The three of them drank in the office for several hours, and in the end, they were all dizzy. At this time, General Norton began to get down to business. "Little Chen, I heard that you want to buy some special rare elements, is that right?" Chapter 235. Chen Yu glanced at Noel, who nodded to him. Chen Yu felt that the time was about right, so he said, "That's right, General Not, I do need some special and rare elements. Are you aware that those elements are prohibited items on my Norton star? No, in the entire Milky Way Interstellar Federation, and cannot be traded between planets." Chen Yu's eyes darted around wildly. He was trying to figure out what General Not meant by asking this question. Noel had already told the other party about this matter. Since he was willing to see him, it proved that this matter was negotiable. Chen Yu mustered his courage and said, "General Not, I know that these are prohibited items that every planet refuses to sell, but I believe that you, General Not, can definitely help me get those things. If you help me, I am willing to provide you with a continuous supply of Mutai liquor and China cigarettes in the future, as well as 10 billion galaxy credits, as a reward." Even though General Not and Noel had drunk enough, their minds were still clear. After all, their brain domain development exceeded 10%. Noel's eyes widened and his mouth opened wide. He didn't expect Chen Yu to be so generous. 10 billion galaxy credits is an astronomical figure even on their level 5 civilization planet. This is equivalent to the annual management fee paid to them by a level 3 intermediate civilization, or even a level 3 peak civilization. Moreover, although Norton Star makes money, its financial expenditure is also very large. Although they are the rulers of the Milky Way, they are also controlled by the Virgo supercluster. They also need to pay protection fees to higher civilizations above them. It's just like Earth collecting management fees from some other civilized planets within its own 1000 light-year diameter. And 10 billion galaxy credits, for a Norton Star person, is like 10 billion RMB on Earth, a proper billionaire. Lying flat for this lifetime, not to mention this lifetime, but also the next lifetime, and the lifetime after that. General Not saw that Chen Yu was so sincere, and laughed heartily. "Ha ha ha, good, my young friend Chen, I've made you my friend. Regarding your matter, I guarantee to get it done for you within 3 days." Chen Yu's eyes lit up. "Then thank you very much, General Not." The three of them drank for a while, and then Chen Yu was taken away by Noel. Walking out of the military district, Chen Yu stopped Noel. "Brother Noel, if this matter is settled, you will definitely get your share." Noel had just heard Chen Yu say that he would take out 10 billion to give to Not as a benefit fee, and while he was shocked, he also felt a little lost. Although Chen Yu gave him gifts worth tens of millions of galaxy credits, compared with 10 billion galaxy credits, that was not even a fraction. But now hearing Chen Yu say this, Noel suddenly felt excited. "Ha ha ha, it's still Brother Chen who is sensible." Noel patted Chen Yu on the shoulder lightly. After Chen Yu separated from Noel, he returned to the hotel to prepare to wait for 3 days. As soon as he walked into the hotel lobby, he was pushed aside by a group of strong men in black uniforms who had just entered, and then he and several other guests were pinned in a corner. Chen Yu was about to get angry when he saw a fair-skinned humanoid young man being surrounded and walking in from outside. Chen Yu was sure that this person was definitely not a Norton Star person. Fortunately, Chen Yu also found some differences between these people and Earthlings, that is, the color of their eyes were all blue. A guest who was also pinned in the corner next to him said unhappily, "Damn, isn't he just the son of the CEO of TNG Star Interstellar Express Company? What's so impressive about him? People have money, we'd better not provoke him." Another guest reminded. Chen Yu listened to the conversation of the guests for a while, and it turned out that he was from another level 5 civilization ruler planet of TNG Star. His father seemed to be the boss of an interstellar trading company, a proper Milky Way playboy rich second generation. Sure enough, he was arrogant, and pushed himself and the others aside as soon as he entered. Although Chen Yu was very unhappy, he still didn't want to cause trouble, so he endured it. But Chen Yu endured it, it didn't mean that the rich second generation wouldn't come to provoke him. Chapter 236. After the TNG star rich second generation left, Chen Yu and the others emerged from the corner. Although Chen Yu wasn't very comfortable, he still didn't want to cause trouble here, especially since the other party was also from a level 5 civilization. Just as Chen Yu was about to go up to the top floor to his luxurious presidential suite, the lobby manager called out to him. "Mr. Chen Yu, please wait." Chen Yu turned his head and saw the hotel manager. "Manager, is there something wrong?" The lobby manager looked a little embarrassed and said. "Mr. Chen, I'm really sorry, but the most luxurious presidential suite you booked at our hotel has just been checked out. We will return the remaining room fee to your Interstellar Federation Bank via the original route. We are really sorry." Chen Yu was furious when he heard this. "Manager, is this the way your hotel does business?" The manager's face became even more unsightly, but he still explained. "Mr. Chen Yu, our hotel does have some shortcomings, but please understand." Chen Yu had just seen the rich second generation from the TNG Star Interstellar Express company scolding and berating the front desk. He was probably angrily yelling about why the presidential suite had been booked by someone else. Presumably, the hotel couldn't afford to offend that playboy rich second generation from the galaxy, so they gave him the presidential suite that he was staying in. Chen Yu asked directly. "Manager, did you give my room to the son of that Interstellar Express company boss?" The manager lowered his head without explaining, which basically confirmed the fact. "Humph, speak up. Mr. Chen, how about this, your book our deluxe suite? It's not much worse than the presidential suite." Chen Yu knew that the so-called deluxe suite was on the floor below the top floor. Although it was also very luxurious, it didn't have a swimming pool or a sports field. The facilities were much worse in all aspects, and the main thing was that it felt stifling. He had money and booked the huge presidential suite on the top floor, and the entire top floor was his territory. Now he had to be subservient to others, living below that rich second generation, watching them snatch his residence. Chen Yu was the ruler of a planet, and his temperament had long changed. "Humph, as expected, this is still a world that values strength. No matter where you are, good, I won't stay at your hotel anymore, and I won't stay here in the future." Chen Yu knew that he couldn't get anywhere by making a scene here. He might as well leave and think of a way to vent his anger. Chen Yu walked out of the hotel and hailed a luxurious shuttle taxi. The taxi screen displayed a picture and address of a hotel called Norton Star Royal Hotel. Chen Yu saw its magnificent appearance, which should be no worse than the number 1 hotel on Norton Star. So he clicked confirm. The shuttle taxi flew for less than a minute before arriving at the hotel entrance. It turned out that the so-called Norton Star Royal Hotel was on the same street as the number 1 hotel. Obviously, they were competitors, and Chen Yu got out of the car and entered the luxurious lobby. A beautiful girl greeted Chen Yu. "Get me your best presidential suite." The front desk staff was overjoyed, as they had encountered a big customer. So she happily checked Chen Yu into the presidential suite on the top floor. Chen Yu arrived at the room, and the layout was similar to that of the number 1 hotel on Norton Star. There was also only one suite on the entire top floor, with a huge terrace outside, a swimming pool, a sports field, and a gym. The level of luxury was not inferior to the number 1 hotel on the opposite side of Norton Star. Moreover, on the terrace, he could see the presidential suite on the top floor of the number 1 hotel a few hundred meters away. Chen Yu came to the edge of the terrace and looked at the first hotel across the street. On the terrace of the top floor suite, he could still see that playboy rich second generation. He was frolicking in the swimming pool with a few girls wearing what looked like bikinis. Chen Yu became more and more depressed as he watched. "Damn it! You dare to snatch my things, no matter what level of civilization you are, I will make you pay the price." Chen Yu glanced at it a few times before returning to the room. He was going to sneak over tonight and teach that kid a lesson. Just then, Chen Yu received a communication request from General Nyoshin on his identity card. Chen Yu was puzzled. He had just returned, and General Nyoshin was looking for him. Could it be that there was a problem with the elements? Chen Yu picked up his identity card and successfully connected the communication. The hearty laughter of General Nyoshin rang out from the other side. Ha ha ha, Chen, my friend, you're back at the hotel, right? I'm back. General Nyoshin, you called me, is there a problem with the special rare elements? Hehe, no, don't worry, I will definitely handle your matter properly. I have something to inform you. Tomorrow night, an auction will be held at the Northern Star Royal Hotel Convention Center. Some things from a level 5 peak civilization in the Virgo supercluster will be auctioned, including special elements, gene modification fluids, etc. I think you should be interested. I will also participate at that time, and I will send you an invitation card. Chen Yu's eyes lit up. The things from a level 5 peak civilization should be pretty good. Although he now has technology within level 6 civilization, he doesn't have many raw materials, which is equivalent to talking on paper. If he could buy something at the auction that could accelerate the realization of his level 6 civilization production, that would be another step forward. Okay, thank you, General Nyoshin. I will definitely be there on time tomorrow. Okay, I'll send you the invitation letter later. Not long after ending the call with General Nyoshin, Chen Yu received an invitation letter from Nyoshin on his identity card. Chen Yu clicked on it and saw that the auction was around 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and Chen Yu's eyes rolled. He wondered if that playboy rich second generation across the street would also be coming to participate in this auction. Presumably, the people who can participate in this auction should be nobles and rich people from major planets. Chen Yu looked through the window to the terrace across the street, where the rich second generation was still frolicking with the bikini girls, and a smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. The evening came quickly. At about 2 o'clock in the morning, Chen Yu opened his eyes on the luxurious big bed. He changed into a black outfit, including a black mask. He didn't carry any electronic products, including his identity card, which he threw aside. Chen Yu tiptoed to the edge of the terrace and looked at the number 1 hotel on the opposite side of Northern Star. Humph, kid, you're out of luck today. Chen Yu's body slowly floated up and flew silently towards the opposite side. In just a moment, Chen Yu landed silently on the terrace of the presidential suite on the top floor of the first hotel. Chen Yu had lived here for 2 days before, so he was very familiar with the layout here. He was dressed in black, as if he was integrated into the darkness, and quietly sneaked into the house. Chen Yu came to the master bedroom of the presidential suite with ease. The door was not locked, and Chen Yu gently twisted the doorknob. Now Chen Yu is an interstellar tier 4 early stage life form, with super strong perception at night, and his strength is also different. Even in the dark environment, Chen Yu could still see clearly. He came to the big bed and saw the young man who was surrounded by people during the day. However, there were now 2 naked women on his left and right. Chapter 237. Chen Yu cursed inwardly, as expected of a playboy, indulging in orgies. However, it was already past 2 in the morning, so they must have been tired and fallen asleep. Chen Yu's mental perception could sense 2 imposing men standing guard at the entrance of the presidential suite. They should be the playboy's bodyguards. But now, Chen Yu, with the mental strength of a tier 4 life form, could clearly discern the life form levels of the bodyguards from the mental fluctuations they emitted. Both guards at the door were experts at the late stage of interstellar tier 2, but compared to Chen Yu, they were just trash. As for the 3 people in bed, besides the rich second generation being at the early stage of interstellar tier 2, the women on either side were just ordinary humans. Chen Yu's brain development now exceeded 15%, granting him mental control and attack capabilities. Especially against ordinary people, Chen Yu could knock them unconscious with a single thought. Chen Yu looked at the naked women on both sides, and 2 mental beams shot out from his mind. The 2 women were knocked unconscious in their sleep and wouldn't wake up for a while. Chen Yu looked at the young man sleeping in the middle, a grim expression appearing on his face beneath the mask. Chen Yu swung his arms and rushed forward, delivering a fierce beating to the man in bed. "I fuck your mother, fuck your mother. I'll show you how arrogant you are, I'll beat you to death." The rich second-generation playboy was awakened by the kicks, but Chen Yu's speed was too fast. Before the playboy could even shout, a kick landed on his face. The rich second generation let out a muffled groan, and for the next 3 minutes, he suffered inhuman torment. While beating the man, Chen Yu constantly used his mental power to sense the movements of the bodyguards at the door. Chen Yu only felt relieved after beating the man into an unrecognizable pulp. "Fuck your mother." Chen Yu cursed using an earth idiom before leaving the room and flying away silently. From flying over to beat the playboy to Chen Yu returning to his own royal hotel presidential suite, it only took less than 10 minutes. After Chen Yu vented his anger, he slept much better for the rest of the night. Meanwhile, in the presidential suite of the first hotel across the way, young Master Ling Tian laboriously turned on the lights in the room, his face bruised and swollen, unrecognizable even to his own mother, and his body covered in shoe prints. He lay on the carpet, mustering all his strength to shout towards the door. "Someone come quickly! Someone come!" The bodyguards at the door finally heard the sound and rushed into the room. Arriving in the master bedroom, they saw the incredibly miserable Ling Tian. "Young master, what's wrong?" The bodyguards quickly stepped forward to help Ling Tian. Who knew that Ling Tian, disregarding his physical pain, slapped both bodyguards across the face. "What the hell are you two doing? I was attacked by an assassin, and you didn't notice anything outside the door." The two bodyguards lowered their heads with unsightly expressions. The second half of the night at Norton Star's first hotel was destined to be chaotic. The young master of a Tier 5 civilization's Interstellar Express company was attacked in his own hotel's presidential suite, leaving him in a miserable state. This directly led to a large-scale inspection of the hotel in the second half of the night. Ling Tian and the hotel staff knocked on the doors of every room to check. But they were destined to be futile, because Ling Tian himself didn't even see what the attacker looked like. He only heard the other party spout some incomprehensible words while beating him, but Ling Tian was certain that they weren't good words. Until morning, a middle-aged man carrying a black briefcase, escorted by several uniformed strongmen, arrived at the top-floor presidential suite of Norton Star's first hotel. The man with the briefcase took out a pill from the case and handed it to Ling Tian, who was lying miserably on the bed. "Young master, this is a Tier 3 gene agent purchased from a Tier 5 intermediate civilization in the Virgo constellation, which can quickly restore the injuries on your body." Ling Tian raised his hand to take the pill, looking as if he was about to die. Chen Yu really didn't hold back, otherwise, if he hadn't sensed that the other party was an interstellar Tier 2 life form, he wouldn't have been so ruthless. If it had been an ordinary person, they would have been beaten to death long ago. Ling Tian took the gene pill and swallowed it. Over the next few hours, his body noticeably improved, and the broken ribs in his body were healing. In the afternoon, Ling Tian, who was able to move, reprimanded his row of bodyguards in the luxurious suite. "Are you all eating shit? Such a big living person came into my room last night, and you didn't notice anything? Now I tell you to investigate, and you haven't found anything," the bodyguard captain said in a low voice. "Young master, we have checked all the hotel staff, and none of them have the time or motive to commit the crime. I think it was done by someone who infiltrated the hotel from outside." "Came from outside? This hotel is hundreds of meters high, how did they get here?" The middle-aged man who gave Ling Tian the gene pill earlier narrowed his eyes and pondered for a moment before saying, "Young master, is it possible that it was done by an expert who exceeded interstellar Tier 3? Only a strong person who has broken through interstellar Tier 3 and has extremely high talent can fly silently into your villa." Ling Tian immediately fell into deep thought. What the middle-aged man said did have this possibility. Because only a strong person who has broken through interstellar Tier 3 can comprehend the Ming energy of the universe and control the omnipresent Ming energy to achieve flight. After thinking about it, Ling Tian rejected this guess. That shouldn't be the case. I've only been on Norton Star for a day, where would I offend such an expert? Suddenly, a bodyguard seemed to have thought of something, and he immediately said, "Young master, is it possible that the other party got the wrong person?" Ling Tian was curious. "What do you mean?" The bodyguard continued. "Young master, have you forgotten? When we came to the hotel to book a room yesterday afternoon, you scolded the staff at the front desk for giving the presidential suite to someone else. So, the hotel, under our pressure, cleaned up the room and rebooked it for you. The original owner of the presidential suite was kicked out of the hotel. Could it be that the expert who came to beat you up in the middle of the night was originally targeting the previous tenant?" Ling Tian immediately became angry after hearing the bodyguard's explanation. He felt that this was the case, otherwise, why would he offend anyone since he had just arrived here? Damn it, that's it. You're right, I must have been a scapegoat for the other party. Damn it. The bodyguard was overjoyed, it seemed that this was the case. You guys go to the hotel and check the previous tenant, see what his background is. He caused me to be beaten so badly, I must make him give me an explanation, and also compensate me for the Tier 3 gene pill, that's a valuable item. Okay, young master, I'll go check it out now. Chapter 238. Time flew by, and evening arrived. The auction at the Norton Star Royal Hotel was about to begin. Chen Yu arrived early at the entrance of the convention center. As soon as he arrived, he saw General Norton surrounded by several people in uniform. Presumably, those uniforms were their planet's military attire. General Norton also saw Chen Yu and waved to him. Chen Yu walked forward and shook hands with General Norton. Young friend Chen, I think there should be something of interest to you at today's auction. Why not come in and take a look with me? All right, thank you for the invitation, General Norton. The two entered the hall, chatting and laughing. At that moment, a young man, followed by several menacing bodyguards, was heading towards the convention center. That's right, Ling Tian had also come to participate in the auction, but he had been beaten quite badly by Chen Yu last night. Even after taking a level 3 gene pill in the morning, his injuries hadn't fully healed. His face was still bruised and swollen, with patches of blue and purple. Around noon, Ling Tian had found the information of the previous customer in the presidential suite. It was an ordinary visitor from a level 4 civilization planet named Chen Yu. When he learned that the other party was just a kid from a level 4 civilization, Ling Tian was furious. He had been beaten for nothing on behalf of the other party. After the auction, he would definitely find someone to block that kid and make him pay the price. Ling Tian presented his invitation and entered the venue with his two most capable bodyguards. Chen Yu didn't expect that his and General Norton's seats would be in the front row. It was evident that General Norton's background was more than just what Chen Yu could see. Not long after Chen Yu and General Norton sat down, Ling Tian also led his people to sit down in the front row. People who had passed by earlier were all sizing up his face, which was bruised and swollen, fueling Ling Tian's anger as he was very concerned about his image. He focused all his hatred on Chen Yu, the previous occupant. The auction quickly began, and after the host's introduction, Chen Yu roughly understood the nature of this auction. This time, they would be auctioning off some scientific technologies, alien specialties, elements, and spaceships. Chen Yu also saw auctions of life-bearing planets, as well as some auctions of low-level civilization human races or alien slaves. Chen Yu was quite interested in many of the items. The auction officially began. First up were some alien specialties, including special plants and animals. Chen Yu became very interested in a tree that could produce a large number of nutritious fruits. This tree grew very quickly. After maturity, one tree could bear fruit twice a year, with each round yielding thousands of pounds. Moreover, the fruits contained a large number of nutrients essential for the human race, making it a super economic crop. Furthermore, this tree could survive in harsh environments and tasted good. Looking at the tree's growing environment, it could be planted on a large scale in Earth's shelters. Chen Yu thought of Earth's current underground shelters, which were still mainly based on rice, wheat, corn, and potatoes. Now it was time to appropriately change the taste for Earth. The substances extracted from these fruits could be used as a staple food. It could basically solve the food problem for everyone and even improve their diet. Chen Yu looked at the price. The saplings of this plant were discovered by an interstellar adventure team on a primitive planet. This time, they directly dug up 100,000 trees and planted them directly, and they could see the results in the same year. The starting price for these 100,000 trees was 2 million galaxy coins. However, the people of these other planets didn't seem to be very interested in this economic crop, and only a few people were bidding sporadically. And each time the price increased, it was only the minimum of 1,000 galaxy coins. Chen Yu thought it was good and directly added 500,000 galaxy coins, taking down these 100,000 trees for 2.5 million galaxy coins. Chen Yu felt that this price was very cheap. After taking them back, they could be divided among dozens of Yangzia shelters. Then, by cultivating some saplings, the shelters would not lack food in the future. Finally, after an auction item was put up, Chen Yu was a little tempted. It was a life-bearing planet located in the Orion Arm, about 3,000 light-years away from Earth. The holographic screen on the stage played the images of this planet. Blue skies, white clouds, azure waters, smooth beaches, and majestic mountains. The terrain was very similar to Earth, and the size of the planet was surprisingly consistent with Earth. Which also meant that the gravity was about the same as Earth's. Moreover, the star system of this planet was very stable, located on the fourth planet in the star's orbit, with 3 moons. The planet's atmospheric composition did not contain gases that were too harmful to the human race, and the vegetation coverage rate was as high as 90%. The oxygen content was 30%. As long as Earth's humans adapted slightly, they could survive on that planet. As soon as Chen Yu saw this planet, his heart was filled with excitement. This was a replica of Earth, a more environmentally superior upgraded version of Earth. Moreover, it was only 3,000 light-years away from Earth now. Chen Yu's Millennium Falcon mothership could reach it within an hour. Even without the Millennium Falcon mothership, using the Level 4 Civilization Home-class mothership built by Earth, with a speed of 1,500 times the speed of light, it would take 2 years to fly from Earth to that planet. Chen Yu planned to buy this planet as Earth's future colony planet. If the sun continued to deteriorate, then humans would be directly colonized there. Or after buying it, he would immediately return to Earth and organize a pioneer colonial fleet to go directly to this Earth 2.0. Perhaps after he went out to explore the stars for many years, when he came back again, Earth 2.0 might have changed dramatically. Sure enough, life-bearing planets were in high demand. The starting price for this planet was 30 billion galaxy coins. As soon as the host announced it, someone directly added 2 billion, shouting out 32 billion galaxy coins. Chen Yu wasn't in a hurry to bid. He planned to wait and see, and wait until there were fewer people at the end. Then he would add a high price in one fell swoop. At that time, no one would compete with him. Ling Tian, who was sitting next to him, was also somewhat interested in this planet. He planned to buy it and build it into a resort planet. To pass his boring time, and by the way, take his women to play on it. For Ling Tian, buying a planet was like buying a vacation villa. Just as the price was reported to 40 billion galaxy coins, there were only 3 people left to continue bidding. Chen Yu was about to raise his placard and directly add 2 billion galaxy coins, reporting 42 billion galaxy coins. In the front row, a young man with a bruised and swollen face, but still with an arrogant expression, raised his placard and shouted, 42 billion. Chen Yu's hand holding the placard froze in mid-air. Someone had actually reported this price in advance. Moreover, the strategy was similar to his, adding 2 billion galaxy coins at once. When Ling Tian in the front row quoted the price, many people who knew him sighed. The 3 people who were left competing just now, after seeing that it was Ling Tian, all shook their heads and said they would no longer continue competing. These people all knew Ling Tian, the young master of the prestigious TNG Star Interstellar Express Company, with abundant capital and business all over the universe. Chen Yu was determined to get this planet. He didn't even look at who the other party was, and raised his placard and shouted, 45 billion galaxy coins. When this number was blurted out, the entire venue almost exploded. Chapter 239. Damn, who's so rich, directly adding 3 billion galaxy credits. Yeah, and they're competing with the eldest son of the Interstellar Express Company. This kid probably doesn't know the immensity of the universe, daring to snatch something young Master Ling Tian has his eye on. Chen Yu didn't care about the others' discussions. In his mind, auctions were simply about the highest bidder winning. Whoever offered more money would buy the item. Ling Tian originally thought he had it in the bag, but suddenly a kid in the front row raised his paddle, bidding 3 billion galaxy credits higher than him. Ling Tian frowned and turned to look at the person who raised the paddle. This look was all it took for Ling Tian's anger to surge up. From the investigation at the first hotel at noon, the previous customer information contained Chen Yu's photo when he checked into the hotel. Ling Tian had immediately remembered this annoying face, never expecting to encounter him here. Ling Tian really wanted to rush over right now and beat him to the ground. Good, good, good. You want to play, hey? Ling Tian raised his auction paddle and shouted, 50 billion galaxy credits. Immediately, another wave of enthusiastic discussion erupted in the venue. Damn, you dare to laugh at me? If it weren't for me taking the fall for you yesterday. The more Ling Tian thought about it, the angrier he became. He decided that after the auction, he would surround this kid with people and make him understand why flowers are so red. Chen Yu only glanced at Ling Tian before raising his paddle again. 60 billion galaxy credits. Chen Yu's shout once again stunned the audience. Next to him, General Niu Tian nudged Chen Yu's arm and explained to him. Young friend Chen, the one competing with you is a wealthy young master from TNG Star, a level 5 civilization. His family runs an interstellar express company, with strong financial backing. You'd better not compete with him head-on. Chen Yu felt that he had earned enough money now, and keeping the money wouldn't be of much use. Why not buy a guarantee for the future of Earth? If the sun really had a huge problem in the future, and even underground survival was impossible, then there would be a planet with an environment similar to Earth, even more beautiful, to migrate to. That would be a guarantee, the hope for humanity to continue its race. Also, Chen Yu would feel at ease in his heart if he went to other galaxies, or even other universes. At least his race could continue and he wouldn't have to worry about extinction. Chen Yu firmly believed that he would buy this planet, even if he had to give up all his wealth. Just after Chen Yu bid 60 billion galaxy credits, Ling Tian in the front row lost his composure. He stood up and pointed at Chen Yu, cursing. "Hey, where did you come from, kid? Do you know who I am? If you know what's good for you, get lost." Ling Tian's impolite words shocked everyone present. This was too rude, and extremely arrogant. Actually, although Ling Tian was usually flamboyant and domineering, he wouldn't use such foul language in this kind of setting. But thinking that it was because of this guy that he was beaten like that last night, he couldn't control himself. Just as Ling Tian finished cursing and Chen Yu was about to retort, General Niu Tian next to him looked at Ling Tian. "And where did you come from? How dare you act wildly on our Northern Star?" Ling Tian saw that the other party was wearing a Northern Star military uniform, and seemed to be of a high rank, so he hesitated a little. But Ling Tian was a smart person. He felt that the middle-aged man in front of him might be someone important on Northern Star. But that Chen Yu was just trash from a level 4 civilization planet. So Ling Tian pointed at Chen Yu and angrily shouted. "Humph, I'm talking about him, just a piece of trash from a level 4 civilization, daring to compete with this young master, you're tired of living." Chen Yu couldn't bear it any longer. He held down General Niu Tian and retorted himself. "Humph, this is an auction, whoever offers the higher price, the item belongs to them. What's wrong, if you have more money, then compete with me? Or are you just broke, barking here on purpose to confuse the fact that you can't afford it?" Chen Yu's words infuriated Ling Tian. Good, 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 you dare to say I don't have money. Today, I'll show you what it means to have money. 70 billion galaxy credits. After Ling Tian finished speaking angrily, Chen Yu casually raised his paddle. 80 billion galaxy credits. Instantly, the venue almost exploded. These guys are all tycoons. Ling Tian's face was exceptionally pale. He only had 100 billion galaxy credits on hand, which was his private money saved up over the years. Although his father's Interstellar Express company was rich, they wouldn't give this second-generation money to squander for no reason. The human race of advanced civilizations weren't fools. If you wanted money, you had to earn it with your own ability. You. Where did you get so much money? Ling Tian began to attack the source of Chen Yu's money. Chen Yu sarcastically said. "Where my money comes from is none of your business. Are you still bidding? If not, this planet is mine." Everyone in the venue looked at Ling Tian. He was the dignified young master of the Interstellar Express company. How could he be outdone by a piece of trash from a level 4 civilization? Ling Tian gritted his teeth and roared. 100 billion galaxy credits. This was the most money he could take out. He just wanted to trap Chen Yu. Ling Tian was really looking forward to Chen Yu continuing to raise the price. As long as Chen Yu continued to raise the price, he would immediately stop. Then he would laugh at the other party for spending 3 times the price to buy a planet, calling him an idiot. Chen Yu narrowed his eyes slightly and instructed the AI in his heart. "AI, analyze this kid, his heartbeat, facial expressions, and see his current state." "Okay, Captain, analyzing now." Analysis successful. The other party is extremely nervous at this moment. Micro-expressions even more so indicate that the other party is at his limit, and his eyes are full of anticipation. He hopes you will continue to raise the price. Chen Yu's mouth curled up, he already knew what Ling Tian was thinking. He just wanted to trick him into spending more money, but Chen Yu didn't feel much about spending a few 100 billion galaxy credits more. He had to take down this planet, but Chen Yu didn't plan to bid immediately. He was going to play with this idiot. Ling Tian stared at Chen Yu, with a provocative expression, very much looking forward to Chen Yu continuing to bid. But Chen Yu suddenly shook his head, sighed, and was about to sit down. These expressions, movements, and facial expressions indicated that he was giving up on the auction. In this way, Ling Tian himself would win this planet at the sky-high price of 100 billion galaxy credits. Ling Tian panicked. This was all his savings, and he didn't want to spend it all so quickly. Hey, kid, aren't you very arrogant? Why aren't you raising the price? Ling Tian began to provoke the other party, trying to get him to continue to raise the price. But Chen Yu's next move almost angered Ling Tian to death. Chapter 240. Chen Yu simply sat down on the chair, looking composed and amused. It seemed he was deliberately trying to provoke the other party into spending more money and becoming a fool. Ling Tian's eyes widened, he thought his move would cause the kid a significant loss. Upon hearing this, Chen Yu's expression immediately turned strange, and he looked at Ling Tian as if he were an idiot. Hey, young master, there are so many people here. Don't go making false accusations. I really want to buy this planet. Chen Yu's words were infuriating, but Ling Tian took it as Chen Yu mocking him. It doesn't count. This kid tricked me, I'm not buying it. Ling Tian actually started to act shamelessly. Although his family had a lot of money, they weren't fools. The feeling of being schemed against made Ling Tian very uncomfortable. After leaving here today, he would definitely catch this kid and cruelly teach him a lesson. Some other planet tycoons and wealthy people from Northern Star, seeing Ling Tian openly acting shamelessly, revealed disdainful expressions. The host responsible for the auction on stage said with a livid face. Young Master Ling Tian, don't think that just because your family runs the Galaxy Express company, you can do whatever you want here. Even if your father came, the price you bid must be honored. Don't make things difficult for us. The host's last sentence was almost a threat. Ling Tian certainly knew that he had to be responsible for the price he bid. But he only had so much personal money on hand. Was he supposed to spend it all? If he went back, he would probably have to save for several more years. Ling Tian looked at Chen Yu again, still wanting to try one last time. Kid, don't you really want that planet? How about I let you have it? Chen Yu felt his chance had come, so he stood up and said mockingly. Humph, so not only do you not keep your word, but you're also a pauper. Ling Tian was so angry that he almost died on the spot. You. Me what? If you don't have money, don't bark here. I bid 100.1 billion galaxy credits. Although Ling Tian gritted his teeth, Chen Yu actually bid a higher price than him. Fine, kid, I'll remember you. We'll see. Ling Tian revealed a sinister look, took his men, and left dejectedly. He now needed to prepare. After the auction ended, he would send people to catch Chen Yu and then cruelly torture him. On the auction stage, seeing that Chen Yu had actually bid again, the host breathed a sigh of relief. If Ling Tian deliberately refused to pay and acted unreasonably, although the auction house officials also had ways to deal with him, it would still be very troublesome. Now that Chen Yu had added 100 million galaxy credits, the trouble was gone. He had also sold a low-level life planet for an unprecedentedly high price. This Mr. Chen has bid 100.1 billion galaxy credits. Are there any other guests present who have bid higher than Mr. Chen? The host asked the audience symbolically. General Nyotian, who was next to Chen Yu, looked at Chen Yu in confusion and asked. Little friend Chen, I know you have money now, but this isn't how you should spend it. A life planet that hasn't even developed intelligent life, at most with a slightly better environment, you spending 100.1 billion galaxy credits is really a bit impulsive. Chen Yu felt it was worth it. He had also checked, and this kind of primitive life planet was generally hard to find. Moreover, its size and air composition were similar to Earth's, and it was only within 3,000 light-years of Earth. This was simply tailor-made for Earth, a second Earth colony. If this planet were tens of thousands of light-years away from Earth, Chen Yu wouldn't have been so interested. Hehe, General Nyotian, this planet has special significance to me. It's very similar to my planet, so I'm willing to pay a high price to buy it. General Nyotian nodded, not particularly surprised. He had obviously seen many big scenes. Immediately, General Nyotian reminded Chen Yu. You should stay in the Royal Hotel for the next few days. You offended Ling Tian today, and he will definitely find someone to deal with you. Tomorrow, I'll send a team to protect you. Chen Yu had already known that Ling Tian would deal with him. He could tell from the look in Ling Tian's eyes when he left. That kid was vengeful and couldn't stand to be at a disadvantage. But Chen Yu had full confidence that he wouldn't be harmed by the other party. He himself was a Tier 4 life form, not to mention. He had the Millennium Falcon spaceship constantly cloaked above him. As long as anyone had any intentions against Chen Yu, they probably wouldn't even get close. Before they were struck by a death ray from the Millennium Falcon spaceship, completely turning them into cosmic dust. However, Chen Yu was still very grateful to General Nyotian for his concern. Hehe, General Nyotian, I'll be fine. Thank you for your concern. You don't need to send anyone to protect me. I have the ability to protect myself. Seeing Chen Yu's repeated insistence, General Nyotian didn't press the issue. He also believed that Chen Yu wasn't a simple person. Being able to make a planet rise in just over a decade certainly meant he had some means. After Chen Yu bid for Earth 2, staff members immediately processed the planet's registration information for him. Chen Yu also immediately used the Interstellar Federation Bank to pay the auction house officials 100.1 billion galaxy credits on the spot. Again, this caused many people at the scene to exclaim, "He's really freaking rich." Even on Norton Star, 100 billion galaxy credits wasn't a small amount. After paying the money, Chen Yu could name the planet on the spot and then enter it into the registration system. Chen Yu immediately named it Earth 2. Once registered, the planet would enjoy the protection of the Galaxy Interstellar Federation. People from other planets could no longer treat this planet as an unclaimed planet and occupy it or sell it again. Of course, Chen Yu would have to pay a certain management fee to the Galaxy Interstellar Federation every year. However, for this kind of primitive planet, before it was developed and its civilization level upgraded, the management fee would be relatively low. It was the same principle as paying less property management fees for a newly bought house before moving in. After completing all the procedures for Earth 2, the auction continued. Chen Yu wasn't interested in the things being auctioned next, and he didn't bid again until the end. After the auction ended, General Nyotian separated from Chen Yu and returned to the military base. Only after General Nyotian left did Chen Yu realize that General Nyotian's position was actually the highest at this auction. Chen Yu was even more eager to see if Nyotian could help him find those rare elements. Chen Yu didn't leave the royal hotel but went straight back to his presidential suite on the top floor. At this moment, Ling Tian's men were at the entrance of the royal hotel, constantly watching the people coming out.